Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation. Sorry, Johnny Woodard. And
Yeah.
Johnny, congratulations on your show being a top 200 show for what, the last 3 weeks? Top 200
at least,
in Apple Podcasts?
Maybe a month. If we're a little short today, by the way, Sam has told me that we have to end the show in 1 hour and 53 minutes. So.
Oh, Johnny, you're just such a D-bag, bro. You just totally threw me under the bus. I'm sorry,
You're
guys.
damn right I did.
Okay. Someone's reading in the comments talking about how Johnny's really hitting his stride now.
What? Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, you're totally.
Where is that?
No,
Where is
not
that?
hitting your stride, but everyone's, Johnny's great on the show.
Where is
Johnny,
that?
I'm not telling you, Johnny. I'm not.
Is it in the reviews?
I'm not telling you. No, it's not in the reviews.
I thought you were talking. No, I thought you meant where people say that they don't like it when you say at the end of the show that you got to go.
So you are reading the comments.
Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't seen Johnny's hitting his stride.
Oh, you mean, I'm sorry. At 3 hours in, I'm like, I got to go.
3 hours in?
Yeah, 3 hours in.
We haven't had a 3 hour podcast in a year.
Johnny, that's not true at all. Please. You edit it down. Stop it. Johnny,
you're right. You're right. No, we did have a 3 hour one.
Thank you.
About a month ago.
All I do is bring truth. I'm the truth bearer.
Okay.
All right.
You're an honest person. I'll give you that.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Now we're back on the same team. There we go. That's what we call
Honesty's
mother
not easy
effing
either.
Teamwork.
A lot of people lie. I've noticed. A lot of liars.
A lot of lying liars that lie the lies.
I think that's the thing you grow up with. Either honesty is like a value that you learn early, or you just never have that.
Well, through recovery, a big thing, they're like, try to be as honest as you can, as often as you can.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, but there is a funny thing in AA that goes, listen, if apologizing to people is going to cause more problems than good, feel free not to apologize. I love that.
I like that, too.
I like that, too.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to see Daddy live, he's got I was just on a nice 3-week run, taking a couple weeks off to move into my new place. But guess what? I'm going to be live on the internet. That's right. What is the name of this thing that I'm doing? I am doing, hold on. What is it? I just said it.
It's the True Earth.
Yeah, the True Earth. Where are we going? Oh, here it is. I'm doing the
Methodist.
Yeah, that's right. I'm doing the True Earth Equinox Summit, March 18th. It is. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm there at 6:30 Pacific. I'm doing stand for a half an hour in front of truthers.
Virtually. Virtual stand-up. Have you ever done that before?
I just don't know if they want me to talk about my opinions on flat Earth, because I'm open-minded to it all, Johnny. You know me. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a Earther event, a Flat Earth event. And you want to grab tickets? Grab your tickets. Go to TEMMS.live. Okay, and there'll be a drop box or there'll be a drop bar where you can, hey, who sent you here? Is it Sweet Sammy T? Yeah, it's Sweet Sammy T. Go there and click mine and enjoy the power of 30 minutes of just pure rock. And I don't care. I'm going to get in it. I've done a lot of recovery shows for comedy on Zoom. I don't enjoy it, but I don't care. I'm bringing guns. I'm blazing. Bang, bang, pow. I'm in it to win it. Talking about flat Earth, getting into power bomb lizard people. Think I care, dude? You think I'm afraid? I'm going deep with the flat Earth people. They're going to love it. I can pretty much go off on everything. I can talk about anything I want with them. It's kind of like when I'm also doing April 1st, I'm doing something called Yuckaholics.
Yuckaholics.
Yeah, that's when we raise money for like rehabs and detox and all that stuff. And then we do it at the Beverly Hills High School. Have you ever been to the Beverly Hills High School where like 90210 is supposed to take place?
No.
By the way, if that was a real show, it wouldn't be all white people. It'd be all Persians, by the way.
Oh, really?
So you go there, Johnny. It literally looks like Tataria, okay? It's so big. And honestly, man, like I've never seen a school. It's like bigger than like my city hall, my hometown. That's how
really?
big this high school is.
Huh. How many people do? Let's see, Beverly Hills High School.
See what their auditorium is. I got bazillions.
High school enrollment. 1,248. So not that big.
What do you mean?
1,248 students.
Students.
Yeah.
That's a big school.
I mean, the school I went to had 2,000.
Oh,
My high
really?
school. Yeah. I mean, it's when you're in the country, everybody in the county goes to one school. And
Not mine. I forget how many
well,
were
you
in my.
probably have more people there than
Oh, I mean,
grew up
like
with.
my entire school, I don't know, but my graduating class was only like 100 and something.
Yeah, we had maybe 200 or 300 in my graduating
Yeah,
class.
so your school's way bigger than mine.
Yeah, we had I mean, that's the biggest school there was, and I mean, like in the biggest classification for sports as far as based on enrollment size. I think it's 2,000 and up in North Carolina for it to be the highest classification, and we were always in that when I was there.
So you guys had like quality black athletes.
we had good
schools?
teams, yeah.
Lot
Yeah,
of
we've always had good teams.
Yeah, and Johnny, did you
Football's
play any
huge there.
sports at all?
Yeah, I played baseball and tennis. Yeah, I got a varsity letter in tennis. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In what, baseball?
Tennis. No, I jacked my arm up in sophomore year.
So you were
And then did
a
tennis.
quality tennis player, Johnny?
I wasn't great at tennis, but I was
You
I was
lettered.
better at baseball. Yeah, I lettered. in
What
tennis,
was your
yeah.
position, Johnny?
I
You're
was a
definitely a
pitcher.
catcher.
No, I was a pitcher. I pitched and played second base.
That's interesting, Johnny. That's really interesting.
I miss it. It
I
good.
was
My
I was
arm still hurts.
You know that, I mean, have I talked about this, that I was like most improved on my bowling team?
My school didn't have a bowling team. We didn't.
We had a
bother with
bowling
that kind of
team, and
stuff.
my father was the coach. He did it free because he loved bowling.
Did he also assign the awards?
Yes, but I did have the biggest jump in handicap in average.
Oh, what from
I jumped like
50 to 78?
No,
or something?
no, bro. You think I'm messing around, dog?
When's the last time you
I
bowled?
went from like a 140 to a 190.
190. Wow, that's good.
Bro, I could bowl. I was bowling 200s. I had some spin action. I was getting the pin action.
What number were you on the team?
I was top 5. My brother was the number 1 bowler in New York
hearing
State.
that. Yeah, that's crazy.
So my dad was a coach. My brother was the number 1 guy. And me and Tony Gerardo just wanted to do it. And Tony would come and bowl whenever he didn't have ski club.
Ski club.
Yeah.
You went to a fancy school, ski club.
They had ski. Well, it's upstate New York. It's some of the best skiing like in all the United States is there.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's like quality. I hate the cold. I never want to ski ever.
I've never been skiing.
Eddie Bravo goes like snowboarding. I never want to snowboard. I don't want to be in the cold. I just want the heat all the time.
I like it cold, but I don't want to participate in cold activities. No.
I don't like cold, bro. I like warmth. Give me the sun.
Like this weather lately, even too cold for you?
It's borderline. It's
like it like this.
borderline. And then you go to someone real cold, like Minneapolis.
Yeah, and then you realize it's not that cold.
Yeah, that's what I want. So, yeah. So, go to samtripoli.com. Check out my dates. I'm going to be adding stuff in the Weirdo Tour. And I've decided towards the end of April, if not early May, I'm going to shoot my special.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I just got to find the right tiny venue to do it.
How tiny are we talking?
100 at the most. 100 people.
You got any ideas for how you want to shoot it?
I don't want to do any
like time. How long?
It's gonna be anywhere from like 30 to an hour.
Well, those are the options. 30 an hour. Usually,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, well, some people are doing 45s. I think it will be somewhere in there. I mean, like
I know, but what I'm saying that's the whole
I'm
range of
gonna
options.
just
30, 45.
record
5,
it, and
an
I'll
hour.
probably do an hour. Like usually, I break it down into 2 so that people listen to one, then go listen to another. But I really just want to get rid of a lot of these
You gonna try
jokes.
to do 2 tapings?
What?
You gonna try to do 2 tapings?
Yeah, I did before. I'm going to do that again. And I probably would just, I mean, like my new stuff, I can't put it on. It's like Sam Tripoli, can't put it on YouTube. Somebody else can. I mean, some of these clips I'm seeing people do, I go, why are they allowed to do
You
that?
should get ATC to put it out. That would be great. So what are you thinking venue wise? You got anything in mind, like a bar or what?
There's 3 clubs I like that,
Club.
but I really want to spruce up the background. I don't like how the back of their stage looks, and I think it hurts the venue.
Yeah, and the background really matters. I mean, you look what
I
Ari
mean,
did
Dana
with that
could put up a big curtain and do that, but I just want to keep it really simple. 100 people, bang it out, Get a day in case people want to come in. I'm going to handpick everybody in there.
What Ari did with his background, I mean, that
Looked amazing.
it looked amazing. It can add so much value.
That was, there was an old saying by Isaiah Thomas which said, the odds on getting into the NBA is like walking through the jungle without getting stung by a mosquito. Like, I really do believe that, like, everything aligned on that special. He should have gave Kanye West just a credit in there.
Yeah, he really
nailed it, right?
Nailed
it.
Yeah, and really, you should give the pandemic a real, and maybe Kobe too for delaying the release of the
Let
first
him
one.
fine tune it a little more and a little more.
Well, but just delaying it until the perfect time to release.
Oh
it.
yeah, Johnny. You know what? You gotta now, Johnny. Now you're getting into something. I think what you're trying to say is the Jews run the media, and it worked out perfectly. They sacrificed Kobe to push back this shoot so that they knew then they're like, okay, Ari's about to go live, release Kanye. Is that what you're saying?
Did you see that South Park a couple weeks ago about Jews run the media?
No.
The new one? It's funny. They're
on fire.
They're on fire, yeah.
Dude, they were so funny, like the royal family is getting lit up.
Yeah, they did another thing with the royal family where it's like
we want our privacy.
The Canadian, yeah. Oh, you saw that? Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about another episode. I thought you were talking about when he did the Queen years ago. Yeah, that was great. Yeah,
and then he opens her head.
Yeah,
and there's
nothing
like nothing in there.
Yeah, you just hear echoes. Yeah, so fun.
I love that, and that's why they're trying to censor everything.
What else? Can you think of another show that was that good for that long?
I mean, The Simpsons were good for a while, but now I think they're just. It's like
they kind of sold out.
They're all gone, and they're just collecting checks at this point.
Nothing to me has been.
Who still watches The Simpsons? Anybody?
I don't know anybody who watches The Simpsons. I mean, well, there are some hardcores that still do, but I don't know. It was never for me.
At what point are these kids going to grow up? Can we change them just a little bit?
Yeah, really. Just maybe like a special or something where
just
they're
one
adults.
season where they're all grown up.
Well, they did that with South Park one time, I think. They did kind of. The video games are amazing, by the way. The 2 video games they've done recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Fractured Butthole and this something of truth or something like that. Yeah, it's the Fractured Butthole.
Are we allowed to say butthole on?
Well, it's butt like WHOLE. Butthole.
Fractured Butthole.
Dude, they're so and they're
Love
sick,
it.
dude.
So
You do like an abortion and one of the like that's it. You got like the tool for the and you're just like and you're doing it to Randy, who's a man, and there's just blood flying everywhere. It's so adult. I mean, it's so inappropriate.
It's amazing to me what you're allowed to get away with when you have animations.
Oh, you get away with
versus
everything.
somebody saying it.
Yeah,
it just lets you know how dumb people are in a weird way, right? That if they don't get offended if a cartoon says it.
Yeah, well,
they're like, it's just a silly cartoon. It doesn't know what it's saying.
It's like South Park's grandfathered in too. They don't, because they go harder than anybody, and they're still on Comedy Central with that stuff.
Yeah, they're the only reason people check into Comedy Central, right? And even is the linear network even on TV anymore? Like, is it just like bad 80s comedies and then a couple, and then a South Park?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't even watch it there anymore. I think it comes on like Paramount Plus or HBO Max or something. That's where I watch it. It comes on after they have the streaming rights, apparently.
Yeah.
So I haven't turned on
the channel. So when I was really in my youth, I would say a little over 10, 12 years ago, I would say.
Okay.
Which is my late 30s. Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of young.
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, because you're there,
so.
right?
Yeah.
You're there, right? Okay.
So. Yeah.
So I was around your age right now. I lived right down the street from where we are right now, and
Hayworth.
Yeah, I would always just allow my friends to crash in my house. I was the land of misfit toys.
Really? Okay. I didn't like having people.
Well,
crash.
I mean, that's just me. And
was
what
it a studio
I do.
though? Maybe you had a bigger place.
No, it was a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, see, I didn't. I had a studio, so I could never have people over.
So I would always have people crashing my house.
Your
one
old place.
time I had a guy crashing at my house for a year and a half.
Whoa, that's too long.
That is too long.
That's too long.
And
No.
the final straw is when I would come home after working hard and he was watching Comedy Central during the day when they were just doing runs of like 80s comedy movies, like bad ones that they could just buy for like 99 cents and nobody cared. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to go to work and have you just sit on my couch all day sleeping on my, like, freeloading.
For free, not paying
Get
you.
out of here.
That's crazy. What'd he say? He left?
He would mumble. But it was him. I've had Jason Tebow crashing in my place multiple times. And then what happened was that Bayule knew that Dana
Who's
had.
that?
Bayule was the guy who was you never met Bayule was before you.
What kind of name is that? What is
Bayule was a friend of ours.
What is
he
that?
looked like every famous black person. Everybody. They all look like Bayule. Like he looked like
Will Smith?
He looked like Kanye. He looked like Don Cheadle. He looked like
Don Cheadle?
Whatever.
Don Cheadle? Yeah.
Don Cheadle. He looked like all of them.
So he was dark skinned guy.
Dark skin, but he looked like every famous person, and we would have him play sketches.
Are you trying to say all black people look alike?
No, I'm just saying Bayule looked like all black people. That's what I was saying.
That's a real talent, honestly.
Bayule was a foster kid. And so I had I had a soft spot for him because I wanted to help him out.
You're a generous person.
I'm the land of misfit toys.
Yeah.
So anyways, after a while, I'm like, hey dude, you gotta move out of my house. Where's he moved to? Dana feels bad for him. Lets her live in where we're living now.
With her?
Because she's living with me.
She was staying with you. So she kept that place while she was.
Dude, she's had that since the 90s.
No kidding. Well, how did you guys end up moving up there? Well, she's like, why don't you move
because we got Pollyanna and Scott Ross, who I moved out from Vegas with.
Yeah.
He was the manager of the apartment complex. He's like, you guys got to move out. I go, why? He goes, you got a dog. You can't have dogs.
Oh, I remember that story.
And plus, to be honest with you, I love Scott. He's my good friend. And if you get a chance, check out 10th Planet Ventura. He opened that. It's so cool to see. I wanted to move out. I've been living with Scott forever, and it was time to move out. So the dog kind of forced the issue. And so we moved to Dana's place. And it's very funny because her landlord was like, we don't allow dogs, but since it's a rescue, we're going to allow you to keep it.
Oh, that was lucky.
Right? We got really lucky.
Because you'd had to move out of there too, probably.
Yeah, but Dana it's the thing we call sending the Jew. Dana rips sticks.
Is she devastated about moving out of the place?
She's sad.
Long time she's been there.
30 years.
Amazing.
But I'm like, it's not meant for adults that have little kids running around.
No.
So she kicks Bayule out. Bayule, right, goes and crashes at her house. At some point, she's like, he's got to go there too. So you know what Bayule does? Bayule realizes there's a crawl-in under the house.
Which one? The one on the hill?
Yeah.
Dana's
and he
place.
starts to live in there.
Without telling you?
Yeah.
You're joking.
I'm not. So for months, people are like, we think there's somebody living up there. Dan's like, no. Yep. He lived up under there.
Was it? Okay, so was it like furnished? I mean, was it like finished or was he like in the dirt?
In the dirt.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I mean, I feel really bad for him.
I do too. I think he went on to become a truck driver.
That's good money, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good
happy
gig.
for him. Listen, dude,
I could have easily been a truck driver. I like
mean,
that work.
yeah, the foster system can be brutal. That's why I had a really soft spot for him.
No, it is brutal. Yeah.
It's brutal, dude. It's brutal. So a lot of great. I had a great weekend. Johnny. I was blessed. I got to play at the House of Comedy.
How'd it go?
In Minneapolis. It's a great club to play at. I had Andrew Raffi, who is a gay Jew.
Nice.
He's opening. And then I had Tino Sanchez.
Heard of him.
Who is a
I know him from
conservative
Tinfoil Hat,
Mexican.
yeah.
But then he says he's not conservative. He's liberal. So we'll say he's a libertarian Mexican, okay? And the fun thing to do is have Tino, when he finds out somebody listens to Tinfoil Hat, he always loves to know if they recognize him. It's my favorite thing. So we went to Mall of America. My buddy, that's Josh, he shoots a lot of my stuff. But it's a big room. It's 300. So I was very happy with how I did. I hit my number in ticket sales. I'd like to raise that, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, so the last show of the week, well, I don't know why he posted that one, but apparently none of us are looking, which is kind of funny.
Yes.
So the last show, the whole week was great. Early show Saturday, it was fucking fire. There was not a bad show. There was not a bad show. I was very happy with the turnout. I hit my numbers. Very happy. Last show, and it's always a weird show for me because by the last show, I'm over my act.
Really?
Yeah, I'm over hearing these jokes. I'm bored. I want to just sit there and
must be
just
nice.
freestyle. But I also
I
know,
wish I could get bored on stage. That would be great.
I also know that there are people there that have come a long way to see me, so I have to give them a show.
That's what you have to tell yourself, right? Yeah, to be a professional.
No, but I get it about. I have people like sometimes be like, I drove 8 hours. I came 10 hours. To
No.
see it.
I'm not saying. I'm saying that you have to remind yourself of that, so you do your job. You know.
Yes. So there's some great people. There's a lot of women that they're there with their husbands giving me eyes, and I just, ladies, please. I'm a man of respect. Okay, Johnny. A lot of people are like, I'm not gonna pay $1,000 to have you guys watch us. I was trying to give out scholarships left and right out there.
Well, no takers.
No, I'm like, dude, we're giving out 99.9% scholarships to the first 5 people that let me and Johnny watch them make sweet, sweet love.
I like that you really thought, because how this started was Sam thought. Actually, Sam wanted it to be something that I did, and then he weaseled his way into it later. But he really thought that somebody would pay $1,000 to be critiqued while having sex.
Johnny, why wouldn't you want a master to watch you and give you techniques?
$1,000?
$1,000, dude. People pay good money to get pregnant. Okay.
You could go to the sex and love addicts meeting and get somebody who's just as much an expert to do it for $0. They pay you.
No, Johnny, no. And they're broken, okay? I'm a master, okay? I have twins. You know how hard you got to hit it to get twins, bro? You got to really knock the bottom out of it.
You should really learn something about anatomy.
No, Johnny, you need to learn a lot about the way the universe works, okay?
Okay.
All right? I understand. I know how to manipulate energy.
That's what
I
you
know
did?
how to talk to the gods.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And by power humping the way I do, I was able to get 2 entities to go, you're the one.
Took you a long time. Took you long enough, you know.
Did take me a long time.
Took you 50 years.
I wasn't
47
ready,
years,
and I
something
always
like that.
said, when I was ready, I'll be ready. And then me and the universe just did this.
Was there something special at the time that you conceived? Did you know, like, hey, something happened there?
Yeah, man.
Shook something loose that
Yeah,
time.
I think I felt reverberation through the universe.
Like the moon, you know,
The energy
ringing.
shifted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you. There. By the way, Minneapolis has some hot chicks.
No
Like,
kidding.
it's not never talked about, but they have some hot chicks. Because let's face it,
Well, like
Johnny.
German-looking women, right?
Do you think it's the weather? So whenever pro athletes want to play somewhere, right? They're always like, "Oh, this is a good market." What do you think they're talking about? Is it weather, or is it the amount of hot women?
Well, it's partly the weather for NBA, but much less so than like NFL guys. NFL guys care a lot more about the weather, but they're definitely talking about women and like nightlife.
Yeah, I
more
mean that's
generally.
why Miami crushes.
Yeah, they love Miami.
But you know, LA is like, do you know, like, I just don't see LA nightlife, but maybe we're just not in the mix.
You think? Yeah.
So I'm doing first shows sold out, and you always see people.
Don't brag.
No, but I'm not bragging, because
Did the
Saturday-
first show, sold out. Whatever, no big deal.
But it's not. I'm going to tell you why it's not, because those tend to be the shows that sell out. So you see comics always taking credit for it. They're like, sold out show. You're like, well,
Yeah.
it's Saturday first show.
Okay.
That tends to sell out for the most part. But man, Johnny, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see a pack of hot Somalis showed up.
Oh, I saw this picture.
And Johnny, I mean, I'm the captain now, dog. These chicks were freaking
I'm the
hot.
captain now.
I'm the
Is this the right?
No, go up, go up, go
Instagram?
up. No,
Is
yeah,
this the right
that's it.
Instagram?
Go up, go up, go down. Where is it?
Is this the right Instagram?
Yeah, it's
Or
right there.
It's in this.
Click that. It's the next picture. Look
Oh,
at
yeah,
that.
there we go.
8 of them, dude. I'm not lying
All with
to
the
you.
head coverings. Interesting.
Hot. And I was making jokes about them that I'm just here for the pirate pussy. That's it. Do you
And they
got
were
beat
cool with
that?
it, huh?
Oh, they laughed their ass off. I go, I'm gonna marry all of you and not even give you names, just numbers.
They were just totally
just
chill.
are laughing.
That's
I
good.
mean-
Good for them.
Not only were they laughing, they came and took a picture. They left, came back and took another picture because the white guy showed them love. They're
You
gorgeous.
look so happy.
I am so happy because they're hot. You're like, wow, you are
We
hot.
should get Tate Fletcher to call in. He commented, "Beautiful."
Yeah,
What a cool guy.
I love Tate Fletcher, but they're gorgeous. And they were fun, man. And they're hot. And that's all around there. And, it's like so funny because every ethnic group pretty much has gorgeous chicks, right? Is that just weird?
I don't know what you mean by
Is
that.
there an ethnic group that doesn't have hot chicks?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Really?
Maybe something like weird. I don't know.
Johnny, would you could you
tribes,
bring home a
ladies.
Somali to your dad and mom?
Oh, they don't care. Yeah, my
Like
parents
if
don't
you came home with one of those, what are those
No,
called?
my family
Headdresses
wouldn't care.
called? What are they called?
care. hijab or whatever, or
If
not,
she-
a headscarf. I
Dude,
think.
trust
that
me.
is.
There was a couple sisters in there. They were smoke shows, and they weren't all married. So guess what?
You're-
Daddy had a shot, but it didn't happen because I had
Yeah.
another show to do. And here's the thing about comedy, Johnny, is that all the chicks who want to hook up are always in the first show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the
Too
rule.
drunk by the second show or something?
No,
or what? They've already
the
gone
first
home.
show they just go. They go to the show and then they want to go dancing after, and they're always looking for the action.
Oh, I see.
So then the second show, every woman there is with a date. It's just date show. So I'm doing a second show on Saturday. It's my last show. I'm really bored. I'm bored of my act, but I got to rock, and it's a decent sized show. I'd say like 150 people. For me, that's fine. I'm very happy. Johnny, what are you doing on your phone right now?
I am looking up voicemail and logging into that app.
Okay.
So to be prepared for that.
So
later on.
I'm doing a show. Instantly, I'm watching Andrew Rafi go up, Josh go up. Then I watch Tino go up, and they're all yelling at this one guy. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! And
Wait, everybody in the crowd or those guys?
the guys on stage are yelling at this dude, and then I get on stage and I witness, dude. People in Minneapolis get shit faced. I mean, they get shit faced.
Those cold weather cities love to drink, dude.
Well, Johnny, when you're doing stand up, you don't want to play a cold area when it's warm
Why?
because people don't want to go inside. They want to be outside.
Oh, I
Even
see.
if it's like at a bar that has like a patio, they'd rather do that than go sit into a comedy club on the weekends because they know when winter comes, they're not going to be able to go outside because it's freezing.
Yeah, cold weather people though seem to have a special quality that maybe they I think they're good. They're good comedy people. I would think. They're just when they go out. They're looking to laugh. They're not looking to like judge you. Or I would imagine that's the kind of people. The people when I've been to visit Jason, especially in like Indiana and stuff. Those people just all seem to be really
Nice.
The cold weather people. Yeah, but they're not. Like even if you were having a bad, like we saw some comedians having some bad nights there, and they were still like they were generous with the laughter. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to have a good time. They didn't want to not have a good time. There's something to that type of person in the Midwest.
Yeah, for sure. And it also gets that when it's cold, there's not as much opportunity to do stuff. So you kind of have to create this personality to entertain.
What do you mean?
like I feel like cold weather people tend to have bigger personalities.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like
it's kind of
Boston, New York.
Yeah, it's kind of like being the class clown, but everybody has to be.
That's
the class
why so many funny people coming out of San Diego so crazy. Like there's so many. Like the San Diego scene is producing some pretty incredible comics. The same thing with Orlando. Orlando is a hotbed of comedy, and you don't know
Really?
why.
Orlando.
But like Chicago's got a great scene. Well, it used to have
That
a
makes
great
sense.
scene. I think that they've allowed wokeness to destroy it. But anyways,
Go in there in April.
so we go to so Minneapolis second show, drunk people. This guy is drunk, and all he kept but he's a positive heckler. And he's just so drunk that he doesn't know he's speaking out loud.
So you just got the volume knob kind of turned up.
He's just like the funniest person ever.
I imagine that's a harder heckler to kill than
It is
a mean one. Yeah.
So like you're trying to talk and do stream of consciousness with the crowd, but this guy is talking positively about your act.
What,
and
do you
at first
think
you're
he's
like,
like Mystery Science Theater in his head? Do you think that's what he thinks he's doing?
Dude, I think he's so freaking drunk that he just doesn't realize his inner voice is outside.
Sad.
And he's just talking, and
Okay.
it's like everyone around him is getting pissed because they can't hear me talk because he's mumble rapping to himself the whole time.
What'd you do?
So at first I'd be quiet, and then like 40 minutes, I'm like, dude, shut up. And then I realize this guy's going through something. Like he's drinking to forget.
Oh, it's that kind of drink.
Yeah,
huh?
you could tell he's like, he's going, like something in his life is not working out. And he's drinking to forget. His buddies like kept going, I'm sorry. And at some point they were going to kick him out. I'm like, we're towards the end of the show. There's really no point in kicking him out right now. And he's going through something, right? So I'm getting heckled also from another woman. And this chick, and we'll call her Michelle.
Okay.
Michelle
Probably
is
her
drunk.
name. Yeah.
Nope.
No? Oh, you know her name.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Funny.
The names of the people involved have been changed to save their identities, okay?
Not to protect the innocent. Just
To protect the innocent.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll
I'm not
get
sure
into
she's
it.
innocent, though, right?
No, well, you'll hear the story.
Okay.
So we're doing a show. She's talking out loud to me as well. I'm making jokes about how they should hook up because they're the Legion of Doom right now in this act, and they're heckling us, and I'm going back and forth, putting out fires. So I go up, I crush, I sell off all my shirts, which is very cool. Okay, I sell out of everything. I get done. I sold my shirts. I'm taking pictures with people. There's a bunch of fans there. These guys have the hottest wives, and they're hanging out, and it's really cool. And we're partying. They're partying. I'm hanging out. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing. Well, this chick, what did I call her name? Michelle?
Michelle, yeah.
Michelle comes up to me, and she's just groping me. And she is shit-faced. And she is constantly telling me how bad she wants to have sex with me. Over and over again.
How does Michelle look?
Michelle is Midwestern.
Does she look like what you thought Midwestern women look like going into Minneapolis?
She's attractive. Let's just
she
say
is.
she's attractive.
Okay.
And she tells us she's a grandma.
Sam's a nice guy. I will say that. If you want to kind of adjust the scale at home,
I think
Sam
she's
is
attractive.
Sam's a generous fellow.
I think she's attractive.
With his ratings.
Okay. She's attractive. She informs us she's a grandma.
Are we talking about a 6 here?
She's an attractive. 7. We're going to say a 7.
Okay.
For
Just
me,
keep in mind
attractive is a 7 and up.
that Amber Rose was like a 10 to Sam, so keep that in mind. If
Johnny,
you're scoring at home,
are we talking peak Amber Rose?
we are. Yeah.
She was so hot.
Yeah. Okay. If you like bald chicks, yeah.
Yeah. How about like fat ass, gorgeous tits, gorgeous face? How about that? If you like that, then Amber Rose is a 10.
Yeah.
If you don't like that, then score on a scale, whatever you want. Okay. So she's just telling me over and over again that she wants to do unholy shit to me.
Jennifer Garner, also a highly rated woman, according to Sam. So.
I think Jennifer.
Smoke show. Yeah.
Smoke show, yeah.
No.
What?
I had a lot of people agreeing with me on that one.
Johnny, well, you know, Johnny, right now you're really.
You said she was a 10, dude.
I think she is a 10.
Jennifer Garner is not a 10.
Young Jennifer Garner?
Never was a 10. No.
Well, Johnny,
she's like an 8.
Johnny, you're disrespectful to greatness. Okay?
Katie Holmes was hotter than Jennifer Garner.
Get out, leave.
And I'm not saying she's a 10 either. She was like an 8.5, but
No. I would love to know who you think is a 10.
Sofia Vergara, Carmen Electra was a 10. For sure.
Okay.
Pam Anderson was a 10.
Okay, so I don't. Okay, those are
Kathy
different.
Ireland. Kathy Ireland was
those
a 10.
are different hots.
Yeah, they're hot 10. Yeah, they're a 10. That's why it's different.
Yeah, but there's different ways to achieve 10, Johnny.
Oh, well, this is not including personality at all, to be clear.
Well,
Gal Gadot is a 10, I would say, to me.
No.
Okay. We like different things.
No.
Clear.
No. Yeah, we do like different things.
I like beautiful women, and you like bald hippos from...
bald hippos, Johnny?
Amber Rose.
Did you just really call Amber Rose, peak Amber Rose, a bald hippo?
Dude, you like that model last week that looked like Sasquatch. What are you talking about?
What do you mean what model looks
the
like
one with
that?
the knock knees last week. So many people were commenting like, what is he talking about?
Johnny, shut up. I'm from upstate New York. We like thick, okay?
So this woman is groping you, sexually assaulting you, we could say.
She is feeling me up.
Okay.
She starts feeling Tino up as well.
Did that make you feel better or worse when she started feeling Tino up also?
I felt like this is a weird position. Okay.
What do you mean? It's going to be a weird position when you have to bone this chick with Tino?
Well, Johnny, the truth of the matter is that one, that obviously let's get into it, Johnny. The truth of the matter is, in this day and age, you can't bone a chick that drunk. You just can't do it.
True. Yeah.
If it was 20 years ago or a different time where a chick tells you 1,000 times she wants to bang you, that's enough for society, and we could all run trains on her.
The rule for me was always you had to be equally trashed as
then
the
I
person.
can't have sex with anyone who's ever drank anything.
Yeah, that sucks for you. Yeah.
No, Johnny, it sucks for you and your stupid rule.
It sucks for me because I wouldn't have great stories like this on Broken Simulation.
Okay? So she keeps telling me, I was sex you. And everyone knows this chick wants to get lit up. Okay? And they're all looking at me going, are you going to be a scumbag and light up this super drunk chick? And I'm like, in my heart, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. But I also know if I leave this chick here, she could get taken advantage of.
You're talking about grandma now. Are we talking grandma age or she's a young grandma? Are we talking
she's
50,
a super young
45?
grandma. Super young grandma.
Okay, 40s.
Early 40s.
Okay.
All right? So she said she was a grandma, but she could have been talking out of her butt, and I'll tell you why. So I'm like, if I leave her here, something bad could happen. I'm actually going to take this chick back to her hotel room.
So you don't care how anything looks, do you?
I don't.
Everybody sees you leaving with us. Sam's going to bone grandma.
Right? So everyone's probably thinking that, and that's fine. I don't care because I just want this chick to get home safely. So me, Tino, and Josh bring this chick at home, and dude, it is like, now I know how those guys feel when they're trying to make a Macy's Day Parade float kind of go down the street, and it just like goes all over. I mean, dude, I had that.
How'd she get there?
Did
she come with a group or anything?
No, she was there with her family.
And they left
Not at the comedy club. We'll get into that.
Okay.
So I'm walking through the Mall of America with a drunk.
I thought you were already at her house.
No, we're at Mall of America trying to walk her through. All of a sudden, we're on a certain floor. A security guard on a golf cart drives by and stops going, hey, what's going on? We're like,
that looks bad. Yeah.
100%. She goes, you could just leave her with us and we'll make sure she gets home.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm like, no, I don't trust you either, lady. And plus, I don't like
a lady security guard you didn't trust?
What she's insinuating, and that the three of us are going to be shady.
Well, you're a shady-looking son of a bitch. You know that.
But I'm doing the Lord's work right now.
Yeah, but why would she trust you, the security guard?
Why would I trust her? She's a fucking
a professional. Can I ask you, now, this is late night, right?
This is after the second
So
show.
is the entire mall like dark? Is it closed?
No,
What's
but
it like?
it's not dark, but it's empty.
All the shops are closed, though.
All the
Yeah.
shops are closed.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
So I'm bringing this woman home. She just keeps talking about all the things she wants to do to us and how she wants to get home. We're like, no, we're taking her. She's like,
Like
you know,
what? What was she saying?
She just wanted to get weird, dog. Don't worry about it, okay? So then I get her in. So we call the hotel shuttle. So what would happen is like by the Mall of America, there seems to be like 100 hotels because people fly in there to go to the Mall of America.
Is the hotel you're staying in attached to the mall?
No, they used to put there, but for some reason they stopped. So they put us at the Canberra or something like that, and I'll get into that hotel.
Okay.
I'm not happy with it. Okay, I'll get into it. But
So this barely conscious woman is.
we're carrying him. I'm carrying her up. Josh is kind of spotting me from behind, and I go to the driver. I go, "Hey, I'll throw you a 20 if you take us to their hotel." I'm not gonna say what hotel it was.
might still be there.
He goes, "Okay, yeah." So I drive there, and so I get her out. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm bringing you to." Are you really doing this? I go, "Yeah." She's like, "No, leave me alone." I go, "No, I'm not. I got you here." So I go to Tino and Josh. I go, "Hey, follow me up to help me." And also I've witnessed that I just dropped them off. They're like, "Yeah." And then they let me go by myself. I'm bringing this chick in. Nobody's helped me open the door. I finally get her up. I bring her up to her hotel. She goes, "I cannot believe you're doing this to me. I cannot believe you're doing this to me."
Was 5% of you like, let me get up there and see if I want to change my mind about banging this? Okay.
No, at all, because I go, this is how they got me right now.
You think it was a plant, possibly? Like,
I think this is a total. I'm not saying she was, but you could 100% see how this could blow up in my face.
Well, if she was, or if there was a chance she was, you shouldn't have even taken her back because she could have easily drugged you and then pulled you into that situation, and then you wake up with just stuff spread around the room, and you're like,
so we get to her floor. I go, "Give me your key." She gives me a key. I go to her door. I hit it. I open it. I hear, "Mommy!" I go, "Oh my God!" And I just start to power walk back I'm like Santa Claus.
No.
I dropped off a gift, and I'm gonna go. And she just leaned against the wall. Go, "I cannot believe you did this, man." I go, "Your kids are in there. What do you want?"
That's why she didn't want to go back, dude. She wanted to sober up first, and you made her be drunk in front of her kids.
Then go sit in the lobby.
She was saying, "No, I can't believe you're doing this. No, don't take me. No."
Johnny, why are you making me the bad guy in this? I'm trying to say that
I'm just repeating what happened.
In this day. No, Johnny, you're not repeating it. You're putting your slant.
It is
to be
possible. That
shady.
is possible.
Snarky
Right?
Johnny's out.
Is that possible? What I said? That she didn't want to go up there because she didn't want to appear drunk in front of her kids.
That's fine, but
no,
guess
I
what?
didn't say is it fine. Is it possible?
100%.
Okay, thank
but you've gotten past the point of too
No
drunk.
more questions, Your Honor.
Nope. It doesn't matter. You got too drunk and you're soliciting sex. And in this day and age, we can't do it. 20 years ago, you'd have the whole show running a train on you.
Women still can do it. Men can't do it.
What?
Solicit sex while drunk. Men can't do that. Women still can.
No. She was soliciting it.
Yeah,
but if I hook up with her, she wakes up
I got you.
tomorrow,
Yeah, no,
she'd
you're
go,
right.
"No, I was too drunk."
No.
So this is it. Look at me, Captain Save-A-Ho.
Maybe if you knew her a little better, but yeah, you're right.
Right? But you just can't do it. You gotta. So
The white knight of the year right here, Sam Tripoli.
thank you, dude. Sam Tripoli, white knight in it. Bang, bang, pow. Bang, bang, pow. So Johnny, okay, we got a little time left. We want to do some calls. One more thing I want to talk about. What else do I got? Bang, 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 bang. Oh, man, guess who I saw live? Oh, so I'm flying back, Johnny. Let me end this. I'm flying back, and I get to LAX.
Yeah.
And
I was just there.
I was going to use the bathroom. I go in the bathroom stall. There is a phone. I walk in. This guy leaves the the stall. I hate seeing who used the shitter before me. It upsets me.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
especially
know.
if the seat's still warm.
Right?
Oh.
I don't want to know whose butt was just on that seat. But anyways, I come in. There's a phone. And I'm like, oh, fuck, somebody forgot their phone.
Were you going number 2?
No, I was going to pee.
Okay, so
I was
the
just gonna
seat's
pee.
not relevant, really.
Yeah, but I still don't want to know who was in there. I just don't want to know. I don't like it. It's a weird phobia I got. I don't want to know who's using the
That is
shit
weird.
before me. Johnny, you
weird.
don't have a problem with that?
Well, I don't have a problem with that because I'm only peeing. I don't remember the last time I took a shit in a public toilet.
You just love to hold on to it, huh?
Well, no, I just don't. My body just doesn't. My
By
body.
the way, my friend
sort
in
that
the
out.
show, Andrew Rafi, we had talked about, he had to take a shit, and he's gay. And I'm like, dude, why don't you just go use the bathroom? He goes, no, I'm going to hold on to it. I go, first of all, I think you like it. And second of all, do you have any kind of faith in your beehole?
Wait, so he's like blown out. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
your shooter's blown out, I told him. It could be blown out.
What did he say?
He just started laughing.
That's so funny.
So I go in there, the phone's there. I grab the phone, I go, sir, is this your phone? He goes, no, it's not my phone. I go, oh, shit, what am I going to do? So I was like, do I put it back? Because then somebody could jack it.
Yeah.
Or do I take it and bring it to lost and found security?
That's the move, I think. Take it lost and found.
That's
If you
what I'm
have
going to
time.
do.
Yeah.
So I finish up my piss. I turn around. I see this guy frantically running in the bathroom. He goes, my phone, my phone, my phone. I go, and now I got his phone on me. And I'm like, does this guy think I'm jacking his phone?
Probably, yeah.
I go, hey, is this your phone? He goes, yeah, man. And with a smile, he goes, thank you. And everyone goes to him. He was trying to give it to find out whose phone it was. He wasn't trying to steal. I go, thank God.
How did they know you were doing that?
Because I went around going, hey, dude, is this your phone? Is
Oh,
anybody's
really?
phone before that? I don't want to steal anyone's phone.
Dudes at urinals peeing. You were just like, hey, bro, is this your phone?
No, I grabbed it when
Hey,
it
bro,
was
is
there.
this your phone?
What
Just
if
looking at their
What
dicks?
if I'm like doing like the thing that you remember when that one senator they said was trying to solicit gay sex at the airport?
The Senator Craig, right? It was
Putting his
the
foot
wide
under there?
stance. Yeah, he said he had a wide stance. That was his excuse, and he was really just doing this, like.
But imagine like Johnny going to the airport looking for gay sex.
Oh.
Like-
I mean, well, the thing I thought about that before actually, and the thing I was thinking is, you have to be observed all the time when you're a senator. You know, you probably got people like your team with you, and that's probably the only time he could get away from whoever it was in his team that's following him around all the time. You know, for relief. You know, like just to be his gay self for a few fleeting
It's
moments.
so weird, but like how does something become the underground like that? Like, how do a bunch of people agree to do gay shit at the airport?
in the filthiest place on the planet.
But why at the airport? And like, how many people were just having to take a shit and two dudes come out of a stall?
I've never seen anything like that. in an
I've
airport.
never seen it.
Here,
at all.
I'll read the report here. At 12:16 hours, Craig tapped his right foot. This is the report from the officer. I recognize this as a signal used by persons wishing to engage in lewd conduct.
Hold on. That means they were doing a sting?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that means they had an epidemic of gay sex at the airport.
Craig was arrested at the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport on suspicion of disorderly conduct. The nature of the alleged activity has been categorized by some as cottaging, is what they call it.
What?
Cottaging. What is that? What does that mean? Cottaging. Let me see. Cottaging is a gay slang originating in the UK, referring to anonymous sex between men in a public lavatory in the bathroom.
Who came up with that name?
The United Kingdom, somewhere. That sounds.
But see,
typically
that
British.
stuff always makes me think there's some like invisible hand that there's an official word for it.
According to the police report, the police officer sat in the bathroom stall as part of an undercover operation investigating complaints of sexual activity
Johnny,
in the restroom.
that is so funny. Like, how much did you piss your boss off that you're on gay bathroom sex patrol?
Yeah, dude. Jenkins, you're going to the gay sex patrol.
Damn it, Jenkins! How many times I tell you you can't crash the cars?
You want to do?
That's
You want
it,
to do
dog.
Bigfoot Theater?
Yeah. yeah.
Am I? You want me to be the boss or Jenkins? It's up to you.
Okay, you be the boss.
You want me to be the boss? Okay.
Or which one do you think you'll be better at?
I'll do the boss.
This is another episode of critically acclaimed Bigfoot Theater. Who am I playing?
You're Jenkins.
Oh, Jenkins.
You're what is it? Lieutenant Jenkins, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, boss. I know.
Lou,
I know.
Lieutenant,
I know.
Lieutenant, have a seat, son.
Come on, I know.
Son,
that
just-
I crashed another car.
Son, you're talking too much. Just have a seat.
I
Come in.
know I crashed another car, and I told you I wouldn't do it again. Okay, but what I'm telling you is that's the last of the last time. It's never gonna happen again. I
Son,
promise you.
It's the 13th time you've crashed a
And
car.
13's a charm. I've learned the lesson. I've always been slow. You saw it in my chat. Never crash a car again. Just please, just give me one more try.
You're keeping your job
Oh, thank God.
because
I just got this new house. I'm worried about mortgage.
your father's the mayor, so you're keeping the
okay.
job.
Perfect.
But I got some bad news. We're putting you on the new gay sex detail
What?
at the airport.
Gay sex detail? What do you mean?
We've gotten reports of a lot of gay sex activity in the stalls of the
Like
bathroom.
dudes boning at the airport?
It's mostly oral stuff from what we've heard, but yeah, a little boning, a little of that too. We've been finding a lot of just condoms filled to the brim. And
And I gotta do what?
well, if you see any condoms filled to the brim, we'd like to take those into evidence, and you can just bring those right to my office. I got a drawer right here.
I gotta bring you used condoms that gay men have been doing it in the airport bathrooms.
Yeah, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anybody about that part.
I'm undercover.
Well, this is a really secret, delicate operation. We're concerned that there may be some people in this office involved.
Oh,
And I know I can trust you because
what is this internal?
this is internal affairs. Yeah.
Internal?
This is internal cum shot affairs.
Okay, Johnny, I want to try something new. We're gonna reverse roles.
okay. You want me to be Jenkins?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be lieutenant.
All right.
Who am I? The captain?
No,
Captain.
yeah. You're
Police
the
chief.
police chief.
I'm chief.
Yeah.
I'm chief.
I'm Jenkins. Okay.
Jenkins, get in here.
No, I got to knock on the door. Hold on.
Jenkins, get in here.
That was coming in.
Get in. Sit down and save the lip.
Jesus.
Jenkins, sit down. Jenkins,
They were right about you.
Jenkins.
Yeah, a little bit
You
of
know,
an asshole.
I've known your father, the mayor, since he was on the volleyball team in high school.
Yeah,
okay.
he said he used to suck his dick.
Oh, go really, Jenkins? That's kind of funny to say that, Mr. Funny Man.
What do you mean?
Okay, it's real funny. Guess
What's-
what, Jenkins?
what's funny about
Since
that?
you blew up your 13th car and you crashed it again, and you
I got rear-ended by a lady.
Yeah, rear. Oh, you're gonna
She-
get some rear-ended now,
she
brother.
was
Let me tell you
Asian.
that.
You know what they say about
Jenkins, it is now official.
I'm so tired
putting
of
you
this.
on Airport Jerk-Off Patrol. That's right, dude. You're going to be going undercover at the airport to see if there's a gay sex ring being ran, and I want to hear your lip. Okay?
No,
Starts now.
there's a gay sex ring at the airport. I'm
And
certain.
go find out who's running it. Go now.
It's-
Get out of my office.
It's Larry Craig, the senator. I know.
Get
this.
out of my office.
Okay.
And that was Bigfoot Theater. Please vote whose theater you enjoyed more. Please vote. Okay, Johnny.
All right, I'm going to finish reading this. Okay, so according to the police report, the police officer sat in the bathroom stall as part of that operation about 13 minutes, and then the police officer observed Craig lingering outside and frequently peeking through the crack of the next door stall. Craig then entered the stall to the left of the officer's stall. The police officer made the following observations, which he recorded in his report of the incident. At 12:16 hours, Craig tapped his right foot. I recognize this as a signal used by persons wishing to engage in lewd conduct. Craig tapped his shoes several times and moved his foot closer to my foot. The presence of others did not seem to deter Craig as he moved his right foot so that it touched the side of my left foot, which was within my stall area. Craig then proceeded to swipe his left hand under the stall divider several times with the palm of his hand facing upward.
Johnny, how do you enter somebody's stall at the airport?
He should have said, no, he was in the next stall over.
I know.
He should have said he wanted toilet paper is what he should have said. That's that he gets out of this. If he's like, I want toilet paper. I'm reaching for toilet paper.
Yeah, right. But Johnny, let's say he does want gay sex. right?
gotta be a better way.
Somebody's going to leave their stall and go into your stall.
Maybe crawl under. I don't know. It's gross. Get on that gross floor down there.
But then what happens when somebody comes in and looks and like, because sometimes you'll be like, is there anyone in there? And you'll look under see if there's shoes.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. Well, in some
Now
of the,
you see two pair of feet?
A big pet peeve of mine is a stall that has a big gap in it. Have you noticed a lot of stalls have these big people can just see you and they're shitting or whatever you're doing.
I can't stand that,
I hate
Johnny.
that.
I mean, we protect women at all costs in their bathrooms, and then guys are like, fend for yourself.
Really, man?
The gay monsters are coming.
And another thing I have a beef with, and I was in McCarran, what do they call it? Harry Reid Airport now in Las
Harry
Vegas.
Reid
So stupid.
Airport.
They
Get
took
outta here.
McCarran away because he had like weird,
Well, they found something just so they could name it Harry
think
Reid.
so, yeah.
Is he still with us, Harry Reid? Or do
I think he is. Yeah.
Or has he
What a
passed away
scumbag
from
though he was.
scumbag stuff?
But yeah, they have. Have you ever been to these urinals that they have so much water in them that the shit in the urinal splashes up on you when you're peeing?
Stand that.
That happened to
bro.
me, dude.
It
Hit me on the hand. He
upsets
did
me.
die. He died a couple years ago, 2021. According to the incident report and the complaint filed in court, the officer showed Craig his police ID beneath the partition separating the stall. So he was like reaching under, and then from the other side comes the police ID.
Yeah, and the
Can you
guy's like,
imagine? I
"What?
bet he
Give
was
me
shitting
toilet
himself.
paper." That's when you should
That's
have
what
said
he should have
that.
done if he was a quick thinker. He said the officer then pointed his finger toward the restroom exit. Craig initially said no, but he ultimately complied with the officer's request to leave the restroom. After Craig and the officer left the restroom, Craig was reluctant to go with the officer and demanded the officer show his police ID a second time. Once the officer complied with the request, Craig, the arresting officer, and a police detective who was stationed outside of the restroom went to the airport police station. I don't think that was really good police work, honestly. I mean, they didn't get him on anything to me. Craig identifies himself as a U.S. senator and then asks, "What do you think about that?" Craig told the officer that he was worried about missing his flight, and the arresting officer asked the police detective to call the airline to hold the flight. That's special treatment. According to the arrest report by Sergeant Dave Karsnia, Craig stated he has a wide stance when going to the bathroom and that his foot may have touched mine.
It's so stupid. This is the biggest waste of everything. I mean, dude, I mean the notion that there is a out of control
He says I'm a fairly wide guy. is what he
sex
said.
dungeon bathhouse in the airport is just so hilarious. Like, what city did this happen in?
Minneapolis, yeah.
That's so hilarious.
When the officer asked Craig about the use of his hands, Craig said that he reached down with his right hand to pick up a piece of paper that was on the floor. The officer disputed Craig's version by saying there was not a piece of paper on the bathroom floor, nor did Craig pick up a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's just stupid.
That's lame. That's
That's just lame. And this is why like gay people are like, oh, we need our own month because of instances like this. Right?
He's still alive though.
What's his name?
Larry Craig.
Larry Craig they should call Gay Pride Month Larry Craig Month. We should celebrate his birthday, even though it might not be.
His birthday is July 20th.
Okay, so it's not
1945.
Gay Pride Month, but we're gonna celebrate his birthday.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I could see celebrating LC month.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate LC, Larry Craig month. The wide stance, the month of the wide stance.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
should
they
all
call it.
have to take shit's wide stance in honor of Larry Craig.
Everybody just bones in the bathroom for a month. That'd be good. All you gays out there, just
All you
fuck in the
gays.
bathroom.
All you gays.
They
All
like
right,
they like that being called.
Johnny, let's get into some stuff. What
All
do you
right.
got? Calls you
Yeah,
want
you
to
wanna
do?
do a couple
We
calls?
got some comments.
Oh, I got something I want to tell you real quick though. So we went to Vegas this week, and we went to see. I just always wanted to see David Copperfield because he had this story that I
Speaking of
like.
gay.
Yeah, well, he had this story in the news. He's not gay.
No.
I read some stories. There was a story in the news that I told you about on this show where he tricked some muggers into thinking his pockets were empty, and he used a magic trick like misdirection to get them to think he didn't have any money, and he had like a shit ton of money and like a watch and stuff. And since then, I thought, I want to see his magic show. I kind of like magic shows. I went, dude. It was so strange. It was like Bizarro land. It was just, you can tell he's been doing this theater, which is in MGM. It's just shabby. He's been there for decades now. I mean, he's been there forever. It seems like.
Why is it shabby?
It's just kind of dirty. You can tell they haven't like replaced the furniture in a long time. It's like threadbare. A lot of it. You can just tell.
That is crazy.
I know.
To me.
And he comes out, and he has a bunch of people participate in something, and I notice, oh, he's elbowing all of them. I'm like, oh, this is a little weird. So he's just like elbow. That's his contact with people. You know, he's clearly doesn't want to shake hands or fist bump. So he's just going around elbowing all these people. And I'm like, okay, it's a little outdated. I mean, and then he has people on the stage, right? And part of it is they have to interact with some items like keys and stuff. And he Lysols every single thing that anybody touches before he touches it again. Takes it out and Lysols it. And then he has people come on the stage that have to interact with something else. And he goes down a line of like 5 people and puts hand sanitizer into every one of their hands before.
Is he making a joke about it?
No. He's just like, this is here. I'm going to hand you now this sanitized piece of paper. He's clearly in his head super living in the pandemic. Dude.
Well, you know, when you get that rich, your mind wanders. Now, I know that Howie Mandel is a germaphobe, like a giant germaphobe, and so is Howard Stern. And a lot of the crap that Howard Stern's gotten through this whole cycle is because he's a germaphobe.
Yeah,
a giant germaphobe. And when you're that rich... you can do whatever you want, and there's nobody can tell you, hey, you're neurotic fuck, by the way. Should we beep that? Neurotic.
No, we're way into it.
Okay, you're a neurotic, crazy person, and check yourself.
And there are so many. So I went after the show. I thought, boy, this guy's weird. And the show's just weird. It's like if Spielberg did a magic show. It's a lot of him standing on stage with really like sentimental, dramatic music, like doing like this. And then waiting for people to applaud him, in this theater.
And were the people applauding? I wonder if
it's a lot of old people there.
I wonder if magicians age out too.
Well, it definitely seemed like something of a different time. It was definitely like 70s classic cinema type of 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
was the film like super like grainy? Like, when you look at old Sports Center highlights?
Yeah, did it look like that? No. I mean, but he was so... He did a magic show with some impressive stuff. Most of it was just making big shit appear suddenly, which is pretty neat. Like he appeared, like a car appeared on stage, and he appeared on a motorcycle at the beginning. It was pretty neat. But this core of the show is this made up story about his father, and it's super sentimental, really just cheesy.
Why do you mean how do you know it's made up?
Because I looked up his father after, and the guy he had in the videos I don't think it's the same guy. And I mean, it's got aliens in it, so it's not. And he brings out this little. It looks just like Baby Yoda, but with tentacles on its head. It's animatronic, and he pretends that it's real. Like
is it
that's part of his
modern day
magic
animatronic, or like it's a Small World?
It looks
Disney
like
from
E.T.,
the 70s.
but it's something he can carry around. It looks like Baby Yoda. It looks just like Baby Yoda. Not quite as good as that, but it looks just like Baby Yoda. It talks. It farts. It does like. And he's just got all these cheesy jokes and stuff. And I looked up after this guy who worked for him, and apparently he's a weird dude, man. This guy who worked, David Copperfield.
Yeah, dude, he had an island which he got accused of some shady shit.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah. He would get his PA to take him to eat all these shitty fast food places after work, and then make the PA wait in the car with him while he ate Taco Bell, just scarfed it, so that his significant other, wife, maybe, I don't know, would never find out. And he would go, and apparently he would just like pay the people who worked there nothing and destroy them when they fucked up, just like undress, just really dress them down in public, like in front of each other.
Yeah.
He's just a weird guy.
He has that vibe of like someone who needs to get punched in the face.
He's just a strange dude, man. And plus the last magic trick.
Imagine getting yelled at by a magician like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, like being yelled at by a magician or getting busted for gay sex in a Minneapolis airport. Like both of them are pretty bad.
And he sends you this email after that is supposed to be from the future. It's kind of a gimmick, He's like, all right, I'm going to send you an email right now before the show starts, and it's going to have this thing on it.
Email to your real email?
Yeah, well, yeah. He makes everybody put their phone in a box. And then he's like, all right, before you put your phone in the box, look, you should have an email from me. And then don't read it, though. Put it back in. And then at the end, it has a description of everything that happened during the show in the email. But what that is the images in the email, they load when you open the email. That's how that works. So if you'd opened it at the beginning, there wouldn't have been anything in the email. But the thing is, he's so vain that the picture in the email is clearly him much younger than he is now.
That's so weird.
Isn't that funny though?
So I was
he blows his own trick because he doesn't think he's aged and he needs to update the photo.
Well, it's
Isn't that
so
funny?
fucking weird because they used an old picture of me at the House of Comedy. They used this.
Oh, really?
And everyone's
was
like,
it?
"Who is that guy?" I go, "I don't know, dude. That's from like 10 years ago. That picture.
Which one was it?
It's the gay magician.
The gay magician. Oh, that's an old, what, with the glasses and everything?
No glasses.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was just funny, and I encourage you, if you want to go see, have a good time, go read. I worked for David Copperfield for 2 years. Ask Me Anything on Reddit. It's a pretty good little thread there.
What are some funny things?
Well, it's just, I mean, he talks about that story about him eating all these crazy. He just is obsessed with fast food. Apparently, like he loves to eat fast food. He buys everybody a birthday cake on their birthday. That's like the one thing he does. He doesn't pay well. The biggest perk of that whole gig is getting a free parking pass to the MGM. Like that's the only perk you get.
yeah,
in that
because
job.
I think the MGM parks makes you pay for parking now, which is why Vegas is going to go. You were there. It's going to crap.
Yeah, and he's got like 40 or 50 people working on his show, which is just
So weird,
I mean,
right?
it's crazy. for
Like,
that,
why do you
yeah.
need that many people?
Well, I think because it's all just really big things. Like, I mean, he makes a UFO appear above you, and it's huge. Dude, my nephew would love it. It's for.
I
You
need
should
to
be
bring
like
my
12 and
daughters
under.
to that, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, and it's just he's got like a childish.
Why'd you go to Vegas?
He's obsessed with slushies. David Copperfield. He loves slushies. That's like his big and seasonal drinks, like pumpkin drinks. And he said one time he bought about 60 Shamrock shakes for everybody on the staff. And they had a bunch left over. So during one of the bits where they're supposed to give him a key to unlock a box, instead they give him a Shamrock shake. And he gets like really pissed off, you know? And he's like, "You motherfuckers got me." And he says it on the stage though, and you could tell he was really mad. And they would just kind of tweak him like that because they knew he had a temper. But, oh yeah, and the other thing about his show is that, and this is in all the reviews. If you look
How
up
do
on,
you take a magician serious?
yeah.
How do you take, like, your
Like
greatest
David Blaine is like-
Yeah, but your greatest power is fake.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything real.
The David Blaine stuff though gets a little more
David
respect
Blaine's,
because
like,
it's
jacked.
endurance. It's endurance stuff though that he
Yeah.
does a lot of, even though I think a lot of that's fake. But he also, and this is in all the reviews on TripAdvisor, he clearly has his show memorized and rushes through it. Like, okay, joining me now on stage is going to be like Copperfield talks really fast and quietly. I could barely hear. You could tell he's just like, let's plow through this shit one more time.
Johnny, I'm sick of
he does
my
2
show.
shows a day,
Yeah.
every day of the week.
I would every day of
3
the week.
shows on Sunday is what they were saying.
He doesn't have a day off.
That's what this guy says. I don't know.
Oh God, drive me
Or maybe
crazy.
maybe
Usually
Tuesday
they
to
have
Sunday, something like that.
Usually they'll have blackout dates. Like even
Oh
like,
yeah, he has some blackout dates. Yeah,
like
for sure. yeah.
Fridays, like some places are blacked out on Friday because that's a travel day. People are traveling into LA, and like in Vegas, in the Vegas, and Vegas is super interesting because a Sunday could be busier than a Friday.
He has 500 shows a year. He does
I would go nuts.
500 shows.
Well, so that means 250 shows.
he must take some months off.
Yeah,
or
he
something.
needs to take days off.
But yeah, it was just damn. It wasn't. I wouldn't recommend it at all. I mean, I'd say you need to see it just to see how bizarre. I looked at my girl several times. And I was like, this is just so weird.
Yeah, I
was
mean,
just
like
weird,
it's
man.
like he's just from a different time. Again, he was big when he was doing all those like
The Statue of Liberty disappearing,
all
and
that stuff,
shit,
and
yeah.
that's like it's a good run, dude.
It's just so on stage, man. It's just so he clearly had like applause breaks built into his head, so he would just like do like, I know it's amazing, right? This real like posing, for applause that sometimes didn't come. And at the end, he came back out and waited until everybody stood up for the standing ovation. Because at the beginning, he says, "I'm going to get a standing ovation by the end," and he stands on stage until finally everybody's like, "All right, let's go." It was just so strange. It was
Is
an
his
old
last
Vegas
name really
show.
Copperfield?
No, it's not. No, he's Jewish.
Of course. I mean,
yeah.
come on.
What is his real name? Let me see. David Copperfield, illusionist. His real name is David Seth Kotkin. That's his real name. Kotkin.
Oh, he got cock kitten or something in high school, right?
Somebody also in one of the other Reddit threads alleged that he liked the younger girls, so that he would like call them like this guy on Reddit says that he called his friend who was like 17 or something, Asian girl, and just wouldn't stop texting her and shit. That's alleged, of course. But
Alleged.
yeah, absolutely alleged.
Yeah, I mean, guys
No
want to bang
confirmation.
18-year-olds.
It is. Oh, he didn't say 18. He said younger than that. But yeah, so there's some interesting stuff. He used to be married to Claudia Schiffer, you know, prime Claudia Schiffer.
Yeah.
Like that, she was lovely for a while.
Super hot. I bet
time.
she's still hot for her age. Like, women like that always take care of themselves. Very
Oh,
rarely.
I bet she still is too.
Very rarely do they let it go to disgusting.
Okay.
So I talked to Jesus, the lawn maintenance guy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
He is sponsoring our show, but he's asked me to hold off on the sponsorship until because he's kind of getting.
We already started the sponsorship.
Yeah, but it's not officially started. Okay.
Well, it officially started last week.
No, it didn't. I didn't give a link or a number. Okay. So we're just discussing negotiations.
What? How many free lawn maintenance?
I'm gonna give him as much as I want, Johnny. Okay. The guy's a good dude. His father recently passed
pimping
away,
out our show.
and it was his father's business. And he told me that, like, it's hard, like, because his dad was sole proprietor, it's been hard for him to get the title of the business.
If you live in LA and want to remodel my apartment, please give me a ring on Twitter. That's at Johnny Woodard.
Johnny,
I'll give you a
you've done some
sponsorship.
baggage here, okay? Stop it. Stop.
I've done some baggage. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
you've done some free reads.
Yeah. Oh, the
But
like,
Johnny, I'll do a whole show of free reads. Don't tempt me, bro.
check out MVST Select if you'd like to get a
Exactly.
beautiful aluminum
Is there a website?
rollerboard. MVSTselect.com probably.
There you go,
Yeah, I think you
scumbag.
can use Johnny A. Woodard to get 10% off. I don't
Really?
get anything for that at all.
Really?
I don't get a thing.
Johnny,
but
that's some bull crap.
they already
right
gave me
there.
the bag. I wanted the bag.
You got a promo code?
Yeah, it's in there.
I
I mean,
think
I'm just
that-
passing on I'm passing it on.
Oh, I
That's paid
just
it
think
forward.
that's rude. That you didn't even tell me you had a promo code.
We already did this. I already talked to you about it.
You
All
never
right.
told me about promo code.
Yeah, I did because last time you
No,
said, "What do
Johnny,
you get for that?" And I said, "I don't
remember
get
you that.
anything."
I don't remember you talking about promo code.
I can run
really
it back
don't.
if
Run it back.
Do you want to bet?
No, I don't. I'll bet $1.
Bag of bets?
I'll bet $1.
Bag of bets?
No, $1.
Okay, all
I'll
right,
give you
then.
$1.
That's not worth it for me to go back and find it.
Well,
I know it
how about
happened.
just being right? Because you know you're not right.
I know I'm right.
$5, Johnny.
I'm right.
$5.
$100,
No, $100.
$50.
$10.
Not worth it for me to go
Yeah,
back and
you go
look.
buy yourself a meal.
A meal where?
Subway. Johnny, how is Subway still going?
Oh, there's a new doc about Jared Fogle. I
Hey,
saw the
what's
trailer
up?
for it.
Hey,
I'd like
stop
to
it.
stay
I want
anonymous.
to talk about this. How are people eating at Subway still? Okay? They found that they had yoga mats in their bread.
Jared Fogle's a pedo.
Their tuna has no tuna in it. And their mascot was a pedophile who just got his ass beat in prison.
There's a new doc about him out about is the girls that he like took advantage of.
Oh,
were
how
talking.
about the fact that some of the parents filmed it for him? Like, how much free Subway do you want to film that stuff? I would punch those parents right in the
And
face.
he's like threatening them. I watched the trailer. He would like threaten them to destroy them and kill them, stuff like
What,
that.
the kids?
The parents, like if they didn't comply.
Dude, I hope he gets his ass beat
Do you want to see that trailer?
I don't know. I don't want to get put in a bad mood.
You don't want to see it?
Yeah, that upsets me.
It's called Jared from Subway, Catching a
I would-
Monster. It's
yeah.
about catching him, like the journalist
I
who
hope when he
found it
gets
out.
out, I'm going to punch him in his face.
It's about this journalist who like hawked it down, you know, like just bulldogged the story and
Good.
got him, busted him.
Good. What's the name of the journalist? He deserves to get praised.
Let me see.
I'll fight you, Jared from Subway. I don't even know. Like, why are people eating Subway when Jersey Mike is out there?
Jersey Mike's is so much better.
Like,
than
let's
Subway.
power rank the subs.
Okay, Quiznos, which is that still around? I don't
Yeah, that
think
is.
so.
It deserves way more credit than it is.
The toasted stuff.
I
is
don't
great.
know why it didn't do well. There
I
was
don't either.
actually a story out there that said, and I think will you look up real quick the Quiznos rats commercial? Will you look this up?
Well, this says that Quiznos collapsed. Are you sure there's Quiznos around?
There are a couple Quiznos.
4,000 plus closures. It says. Here.
Why? What happened?
And I think their business went like. Let me see. No, it's still around, but a lot of them went out of business. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
What were you
why?
saying? What about rats?
Will you
Quiznos
look
rat?
up? Go to YouTube. Look up Quiznos.
I'll look that up. Here's the
The
Fogle
story
thing real
you
quick.
are
I'll look
about
it
to
up.
hear
I love
sounds
that I
crazy,
said it while
but I
watching.
can
It makes
promise
me
you
watch it.
it
Well,
is
you said you
all
want to know who
true.
the journalist was.
Oh, that's her. I love now Subway. We know who it is.
He became a pop culture sensation, inspiring thousands of people. Did he really? All the while hiding a dangerous secret. There he is.
Jared Fogle went from a nobody to a somebody. He became an icon.
He helps children all around the world. He's someone you could look up
Carrying
to.
his big ass pants around everywhere
As
to
a
show people.
journalist,
I came to know Jared Fogle better than
Oh wow,
anyone.
really good.
There were cameras all throughout the house.
That's an adult woman I'm talking about, by the way. not a
I
child.
had evidence of Jared saying what he wanted to do.
Check this out
He
in
was
private.
an
He sent
active
weird texts.
pedophile. I didn't know where it would lead me. I just wanted to find out the truth.
Oh, she recorded him.
Rochelle said, Jared from Subway wants to see pictures of my kids naked. And if I don't, he's going to kill me.
He needed to be stopped. That's when I became an undercover asset for the FBI.
Good for you. I love that's called Jared from Subway. Fuck you, Subway.
Yeah, I'm glad it got Subway's name. in there. For sure.
Johnny, real quick, go look up.
Is this what you want right here?
Oh yeah. So there was a time where everyone was trying to be Tim and Eric, and somebody at Quiznos thought this would be a great ad.
It's not loading here. Let's see if we can try that again.
Oh, here it goes.
Hey, boy, this internet really doesn't like this ad for some reason. Are we gonna play it?
We love these songs! 'Cause they are good to
What?
us!
This is so bad.
Quiznos songs!
This is why they went out of business.
Yeah. You got two rats singing about your.
Nobody wants to think about rats in a Subway.
Quiznos
In a
new
restaurant.
Santa Fe trio subs with smoky chipotle
Sub
sauce.
looks amazing.
Fried chicken, roast beef, or smoked turkey.
Dude,
Good place.
Quiznos.
That's it. As far as fast food goes, that's as good as it gets right there.
What?
I mean, for subs.
Quiznos was amazing.
Great. Yeah.
I would restart it
Like a chain. That's
and
as good as it
figure
gets.
out what they did wrong and not have rats singing about your subs.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I think we can all agree on that.
You've got mail.
You want to do a voicemail?
Yeah, here we go.
I got like
Voicemail.
3 for you.
Fuck you, Jared from Subway. I'll
Yeah,
punch you
what
in
a
your
piece of-
fucking...
What a
Anonymous,
piece of
so we'll.
garbage.
Hey, what's up? I'd like to say anonymous, so we'll say I'm Marin from Schmalis. I'd like to one-up Johnny's chronic constipation atrocity.
Oh, shoot.
When I was a kid, I too, say from 7 to 12, hated pooping. It always
I didn't
hurt
hate
like
pooping,
a
by the way.
motherfucker.
You hated the poop.
No, I didn't.
Looking
I
back,
just didn't do it in
I
public.
probably wasn't drinking enough water and had a child's diet. So I would hold my poop in for days. One time, I held it in for 9 days.
9?
I will say, though, up until an age I'm probably embarrassed to admit, probably like 8, something like that, I would get periodically request my mother hold my hand while I pooped. So.
And how much your mom loved you that she would sit
I
there
know,
while
right?
you poop.
What a sweetheart.
That is a love.
What a good woman.
Yeah, if my daughters are like, hold my hand while I poop, I'm like, okay,
I remember that.
this might not, I don't know, but I'll do it because I love you.
My parents said if I didn't poop that day, they were going to take me to the hospital with my mom cheerleading me in the bathroom. I basically took a rolling pin size shit, but that's not about today's atrocity.
Okay.
This second bout of chronic constipation happened again around 11. But on the 6th day, my mom
On the
went to the
6th
store.
day.
She got an enema, and we went to the bathroom. I'm in the most fetal, vulnerable position of my life, head down, ass up. My mom puts the applicator in my ass and proceeds to start squeezing the solution from the bottle into my rectum. And at some point, I don't know how far into it, it got uncomfortable, so I instinctively pushed, and I ended up spraying a good majority of the solution out of my ass and into my mom's face and onto my mom as well. I basically Tijuana party tricked my mom. So there you go.
So gross. So gross, dude.
Oh my God.
Right in the face.
You know who would love that? Jared from Subway. Probably would love that.
Animal.
Oh my God. Is that an atrocity?
I don't know. Well, for him, it might be an atrocity.
No,
but
you know
for
what's an atrocity
his
for?
Mother, it's
His
a tragedy.
mother.
Yeah. Well, it's a tragedy for his mother. That's bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
That's not something that's just bad because it happened to
Oh,
you.
you're right. It is an atrocity for him and a tragedy for her.
It's a combo.
That's interesting. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's a combo for sure.
Oh God, that's gross.
It's a good story. Props on the no shitting record too. Good for you. I'm not jealous.
That's 9 days.
I just wanted to.
Okay, that's part 2 of this guy's call. He's got a longer call, but it's super interesting, I think.
Hey Sam, hey Johnny. I saw Sam this weekend at the House of Comedy in Minneapolis area, in Bloomington actually. Sam, you crushed. It was pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I talked to you after the show, and I was pretty nervous. I guess I usually don't get nervous, but I told you I had a story to tell you, and I called to tell the story. It's pretty weird. So back about 20 years ago, I was in college, and I was driving up to my cousin's to work for the weekend. And so the first part of my trip driving there is about 30 minutes, and it's the bottom of what would be like an L shape. And then you take a right, and you go for the second part of the trip would be another 45 minutes or so. So like an hour and 15 minutes roughly. And so in the first 5 minutes of the drive, I noticed a Shelby Cobra, like a late 60s Shelby Cobra, blue with a white stripe up the middle. And I noticed the guy driving it, and he was pretty noticeable looking guy. And so I was like, wow, that's a cool car. I'm thinking I was going to tell my cousin about it. He's a big car guy. And so as I'm driving, it's like I said, 30-minute drive before I had to turn. And that I saw him like 5 minutes out of the town right as I started my drive. Get to about 5 minutes before I'm about to turn, and the dude frickin' passed me again in the opposite lane. And he was he was driving that Shelby Cobra. He had like the same flowery shirt. He had kind of wavy, like dark hair and big, sunglasses. And I was like, holy shit, what just happened? And I was so confused, and I get onto the other road now, and I'm heading north, and I'm driving, and about 10 minutes later, I come up to what just this kind of, it was a stoplight that was in the middle of this highway, divided highway, 2 lanes, both directions, sitting at this stoplight. And as I'm pulling up, I'm noticing that there is a moving van, facing the way that traffic would be going opposite. This is on the far opposite corner of where I'm at. And this moving van's facing like he's driving, but he's upside down in the ditch. And I'm like looking at this going like, what is going on? And it looked like he was just waiting for the light to change. He's sitting in the car seat, like the seat with his seatbelt on, waiting for the car to change. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? And I'm looking around at all the other cars, and no one else is looking at this guy sitting in the ditch. And I'm kind of like freaked out now, and I don't really know what to do. And so, nothing else happened really on the drive, but like, what do you think?
He was going to say, what do you think that is? And he also called back in to say that he looks like this guy, the time-traveling hipster, is what the guy in the Shelby Cobra looked like.
Really?
Yeah, the time-traveling hipster is what he said. So, interesting.
That is creepy. Like there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, I mean, if he's on a road with no ways to turn off of it, the only thing I can think even possible logically is that the guy was going so fast, passed him, turned, then came back around behind him and passed him again, but unlikely. And
Glitch in the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, man.
The simulation. That was a good story.
I thought so too. That might be the. Let's see. Is this it? Oh yeah, this is the last one. Okay. Thought you'd appreciate
MEP,
this.
Jay Nice,
Father Sam.
long-time listener. Listen to all your shit. I got an atrocity
What's
for
up,
you.
Dude?
My name is Ibby. My
Hey,
wife's name is Sylvia. And the corporate, her name is Crystal and Ibarola, my daughter.
Ebola.
When she was little, she had a tendency of sticking her hand in the back of her diaper. So one night, me and my wife were spooning watching TV. We're watching a movie. My daughter's asleep, and we get a whiff of shit. She's walking around with her hand in the back of her diaper. She starts walking up to us. She's touching my face. She's touching my wife's face.
He kind of spoiled the story.
And I'm like,
a little bit.
I smell shit.
Well, we could rewrite this.
And my wife's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I smell shit. And my wife's like, I smell shit too. My wife was a little upset. And I'm upset. I'm like, oh, she's dirty. Which one's going to change her? We turn on the light. My wife starts laughing at me because I have shit all over my lips. I look at my wife. She has shit all over her lips. And my daughter has a handful of shit in her hand.
Oh, my God.
Double atrocity, bro.
Double.
Love your show.
That is an
I listen to all of them. Broken Sim, Conspiracy, fucking all your shit.
Thank you,
Tinfoil. Sammy boy, you got to go a little bit more harder on that tinfoil, homeboy. Make them longer. Love your podcast. Love your shit.
Why, bro?
Stay up. Jay Nice. Stay sexy, boy. Love you guys.
Dude, this guy's the best.
Good story.
That is Swarm right there.
Good story.
Cool, laid back.
Hot wife.
Hot wife. Shit on your face. Okay? Dude, that's the funniest thing. That is the funniest thing. And you could just get a whiff of poop.
How have you gotten with handling poopy diapers?
I just do it, man. I think it's like, it's very interesting because you, when you're not a parent, the thought of poopy diapers just is like this giant fear. And then when you change a diaper, your first one, you're like, oh, and you just do it. But then it just becomes like, I know it's going to sound crazy. It becomes a spiritual thing because your kids need you to do this.
Spiritual thing.
It really does. It's a bonding moment. You're helping them clean themselves.
You better hope they feel the same way about wiping your ass.
Well, that's the whole
you're
thing.
older.
When you hear parents kids taking care of their parents, like you just got to do it.
Got to do it. Get to it.
Yeah, dog.
Go through it.
And trust me, dude. I cleaned a lot of diapers, man. I'm gonna let them know. But my goal is not to have them have to clean my diaper. Hopefully, I'll wrap it up and call it a day by the time that happens.
No.
I don't want them cleaning my
Draw
butt.
it out.
No, dude. No.
All right, so let's do the news.
Let's do the news.
All right. Did you see this police chase this week in LA? That we had the best police chase this week.
Yeah, you sent me this. This was crazy.
It is wild. This guy has got a rifle here. Looks like a semi-auto rifle and is stopped to shoot out at the police.
What are you doing, bro? Where do you think you're going?
He just shot in the direction of those law enforcement units.
Look, 120 miles an hour briefly there. In a truck, a stolen truck.
But the question becomes...
And look, all these kids crossing the street here. He's slowing down.
A whole bunch of, look at this, a whole group of...
Amazing.
Well, you know what? I mean, at least that is like you just shot at cops. And you're like, hey, dude, I got to go. Get out of my way. I got to go. And, dude, the kids are like, fuck you. I'm going. This is kids today.
Yeah, I know. Kid, look at that last kid. It's like, I'm going.
Dude, this is kids today. They don't care.
So lucky.
I'm almost more mad at the kids now.
No clue how close they came to just getting shot.
Did his car die?
No, he's just kind of talking to somebody or looking. Look at him. He's just looking out at somebody.
Okay, go, bro, go.
And then he just tears ass.
Look at that, dude.
Yep, the cops are all waiting there.
They've caught up now. A whole different story in this neighborhood. Not exact. Look at this.
Look, firing.
Dude, what do you? I mean, like, what is like? Play this out. Play the tape out.
Yeah, look, he's taking shots in the windshield. Did you see it? Look, he's either shooting out or in. I think he's shooting out probably.
Oh my god, dude, this is insanity.
Madness.
Look at that. Oh. Now it's over, and now you're gonna get lit the fuck up, bro.
They show remarkable restraint, actually. He's running on foot without the rifle.
Oh, and he's a Raiders fan.
Is that a Woodson jersey? What is that?
Yeah, he's a Raiders fan. You gotta be a real. Oh, he's got a gray goatee.
Trying to carjack somebody else.
He's got a gray goatee. This is a we don't smoke the same fan.
And they do not shoot him. It's a miracle they didn't shoot him. Look at the woman run up. Look at the women run up. Look at this woman right here. She's like, get off of him. What is she doing? Look,
Yeah,
this
she's
other
just
woman.
trying to help.
Get off of him. Get off of him. Do you see them just touching
Man,
the man
you're
on the back?
like, you
what
did
are those,
not.
What are
Dude,
those women doing, though? Get off of him now.
That guy is never going to see.
Oh, dude, charges on charges
Oh,
on
they're
charges.
going to throw. I mean, dude, he's never getting out.
No.
Like, whatever you were doing, like, so.
I mean, you got to be high on something to do that,
Hey,
right?
he's got to be high on meth, high on something, and he's got to have a record forever that he knows he's going back anyways.
Yeah, there's got to be a guy with a rap sheet so long he's just
Dude,
waiting
you're
to
doing
get
life
busted.
for the rest. You just gave yourself life.
He's probably got a warrant or something out, and he's just trying to get to Tijuana maybe or something with a.
Oh my god, dude.
Crazy.
But it's just nuts because like there's just so, I mean, like, obviously cops are crazy, right? Cops are
Some of them,
crazy.
yeah.
You know, we all, and like I have family, but it's like there's rules to the game, man. Play
What
by
do you-
the game.
Oh, you mean for him? I thought you were saying the
No,
cops
there's
weren't
just
playing by the
rules.
rules.
There's rules to interacting with the cops.
And not shooting at them is generally considered one of the rules.
And I've had cops be dick to me. You just gotta ride it out.
That's right. Yeah. Have you seen this? There's this ad that was playing for people on TikTok. That's an AI generated ad. None of this that's in this is really what these people said.
Okay,
You'll
let's see.
recognize some of it.
Category of supplements that are very interesting work very well to increase testosterone by about 100 to 200 points.
Well, look, that Alpha Grind product that's all over TikTok, if you go to Amazon and you type in libido booster for men, you're going to find it right at the top. And that's because guys are figuring out that it literally is increasing size and making a difference down there.
It stimulates the testes, if you got those, to make more testosterone.
Isn't that wild?
Dude, that is nuts.
That's just AI. That's deep fake.
I mean, and Rogan is just getting his voice jacked left and right.
Because there's so much a sample of him to train the models. Yeah, they can make it sound perfect. Crazy,
But
right?
who does he sue?
Who knows, man? Yeah, I guess
Can
they
he sue TikTok?
maybe, or they could get TikTok. They could somehow get TikTok to
I'm going
participate.
to tell you
in the
what's
suit.
going to happen. You're now going to have some sort of digital ID that goes along with, you know how like in porn, girls have to have proof of their age with every, like there's everything, like you can go look up that they were of age when they made this movie.
Consent of the.
You're going to have something where every actor in there must.
Their likeness, yeah.
There must be some kind of
consent from them to.
Yeah,
be in
there's
it.
something that is a proof of that's them. For them, for
That's
these
a
ads to get
complicated
out.
problem, man.
Yeah,
it's a complicated
Yeah.
problem. Because how do you stop it if the ads being served are being actually served from like China or something who doesn't give a shit about
Well,
copyright?
then
or
that's
anything?
what they're going to have to figure out.
Russia, for instance, they host a lot of these pirated videos and stuff. A lot of them are hosted in Russia. Here's another crazy story. This cat was in a Mexican prison, and the gang members there were giving the cat tattoos. This
Now
cat
the
has
question
multiple
is, like, the
tattoos.
cat. How's the cat feel? I mean, like it's got
It
to
has
be
to
full
hurt.
pain, right?
I know. They must sedate it or something. That's the only thing I could think. But this cat finally got adopted. Is the good news here.
Yeah,
But I just want to show you this
Cholo cat.
Yeah, Cholo cat has gang tattoos, which is
Cholo
just
cat.
kind of unbelievable. Hold on, let me see if I can.
At SO3 prison that had a gang tattoo. As we've reported, this cat was found inside of a jail cell shortly after the New Year's Day prison riot at the Cerezo-3 prison. Officials say the cat
I hate
belonged
those
to the
hairless
criminal
cats. They
group
look so
Los
creepy.
Repicles.
They're so
Over
creepy.
the
I
last
want
few
one.
days, police
They
have
look
rescued
creepy.
9 pets that were found inside the
9
cells
pets. Look at the
of the
tattoos there, dude.
escaped inmates. The
2
city of
tattoos.
Juarez said people who are interested can send a WhatsApp message. We posted the phone number on our website.
So yeah, the cat got adopted. That's the good news there.
I
but-
want a hairless cat.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, I like that it doesn't have hair because it doesn't make a damn mess all over the place. But
I like that.
I don't.
I like that a lot.
I think they look kind of weird to me.
I like
don't
that
know.
a lot.
Let me see what we got here. Okay, zoo director. This is from Vice. Zoo director killed 4 rare pygmy goats and served them at a party. The zoo director also allegedly traded and sold other animals, while many other creatures are still missing from the zoo in the state of Guerrero.
Oh yeah, this no way it's America.
A holiday party at a Mexican zoo took a morbid twist when the director allegedly killed 4 of the facility's pygmy goats and served them as food to the guests. Jose Ruben Nava headed
Yeah,
a zoo
I
in
mean, dude.
Chilpancingo the capital. We wish we had XG here to pronounce it. The capital of the southwestern state of Guerrero. He was replaced on January 12 after authorities discovered what he'd done. These 4 animals were slaughtered and cooked on the zoo's premises and were served as food at the end of year party.
Tiger King. You remember all these tiger what's it called? Tiger zoos?
Sanctuaries, yeah.
Sanctuaries, right? Like when the cats got too old, they would hear at night shotguns where they would kill the old tigers.
Oh, no. This put the health of the people who ate them at risk because the animals were not fit for human consumption. Pygmy goats, while somewhat similar to the common breed widely found and used in food, are smaller, stocky, and rare. It's unclear if the guests were aware they were eating zoo animals at the party.
It. Or maybe they could be sadistic.
What a strange story.
What a strange...
The illegal sale of exotic wildlife is rampant in Mexico. It's become somewhat common for authorities to discover private zoos or animals like lions and tigers kept as house pets when raiding the homes and properties of members of organized crime.
Yeah.
So what you have is a lot of these these narcos down there buying like crazy, like Mike Tyson it up,
Yeah, for sure. When you got money coming out your beehole, you buy a white tiger.
You hear about that a lot too in the UAE. A lot of those oil-rich guys loving to buy exotic animals, tigers and shit like that. That's I guess I get it. Boy, Gavin Newsom is really helping us out here. He is cracking down on Walgreens. He's announcing that California is, quote, done with Walgreens. You want to know why? Do you know why? California Governor Gavin Newsom announced Monday that the state will not be doing business with Walgreens over its decision not to dispense the abortion pill. Last week, the national pharmacy chain said it would not.
What a piece of shit!
Walgreens said it would not distribute mifepristone in 20 states after conservative attorneys general threatened legal action. In a tweet, Newsom criticized the decision, writing that California, he's speaking for all of us here, California won't be doing business with Walgreens or any company that cowers to the extremists and put women's lives at risk.
What a joke that guy is.
We're done.
As all these Rite Aids close because of your policies of them getting ripped off left and right.
Yep.
I mean, I hate defending pharmacies because they just run drugs on everybody.
Yeah, they suck
but man, you have some real balls, dude, to be calling out anybody for any policies. As you're getting crap, as you're in Baja, Mexico, vacationing, as people in California are being snowed in their houses.
He's a scumbag.
That guy's a scumbag.
He's the worst kind of guy.
He's the worst, dude. And nationally, he's gonna get his dick kicked in.
I hope he does. He deserves it. Here's one from Volkswagen. VW would not help locate a car with an abducted child in it because the GPS subscription had expired. A sheriff's office in Illinois said it was initially thwarted from tracking a stolen car with a 2-year-old boy inside because when the Volkswagen's CarNet service was called, it refused to provide access to the tracking system because the car's subscription had expired.
What a giant piece of shit.
While searching for the stolen vehicle and the endangered child, sheriff's detectives immediately called Volkswagen's CarNet in an attempt to track the vehicle, according to the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Unfortunately, there was a delay as Volkswagen's CarNet would not track the vehicle with the abducted child until they received payment to reactivate the tracking in the stolen Volkswagen.
Did they ever find the kid?
Volkswagen CarNet, it lets people track their car remotely. The CarNet trial period had ended, and a representative won $150 to restart the service and locate the SUV. Let's see. The detective had to work out getting a credit card number and then call the representative back to pay the $150.
Unbelievable.
By the time the officers say they paid the $150 and got the location of the vehicle, it had already been located by other means. About 30 minutes had passed, and we had already located the 2-year-old child and the vehicle.
Volkswagen, another reason to hate German bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gross.
Volkswagen says...
I mean, you guys should be doing anything you can at this point.
They say it was a serious breach. That's what they call it. So they admit their fault.
Imagine going in and calling up and like, good luck getting anybody online. I think this is going to be a real problem, Johnny, than not being able to talk to any live representation. These
What, you mean they like to put you on like an AI voice?
Yeah. And the AI voice doesn't know what you're saying, and you just can't talk to anybody.
Think about the reverse of that when they teach AI to do scam calls to people, and it can just call like 1,000 people at once, 1,000,000 people at once. You know, these Indians are all going to get replaced by people who speak perfect English, robots who speak perfect English and know exactly what to say in any given moment.
Unbelievable, dude.
There's also a rumor this week. It's not a news item, but did you hear there's a rumor this week that they're doing, possibly, a rumor, a new Star Wars series with the young Luke Skywalker, a whole series with that. They're going to use that. This is what I've been telling you. They're going to start deep faking faces and bringing back old actors.
Now, did they end up doing that with Luke Skywalker?
Well, they did. They had Mark Hamill doing the voice, and they had another guy doing the body. And then they put Mark Hamill's young face on the body of the young
And when all they could have just hired that one guy that looks like him as a kid. I mean,
yeah, he looks just like him. Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Sebastian Stan, yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's just stubbornness.
Here's more bullshit from space. AP reports, what time is it on the moon? Europe is pushing for a lunar time zone. This is from Cape Canaveral.
I mean, the world is burning, and you're worried about fucking
What are we
time.
doing here? With more lunar missions than ever on the horizon, the European Space Agency wants to give the moon its own time zone. This week, the agency said space organizations around the world are considering how best to keep time on the moon. The idea came up during a meeting in the Netherlands late last year, with participants agreeing on the urgent need to establish a, quote, common lunar reference for time.
Germany's about to run out of oil, and you guys are worried about, like, a time, like, is it noon? Is it lunchtime on the moon?
A joint international effort is now being launched towards achieving this.
Nerds are the worst, Johnny. Your people suck.
Oh, it's so dumb, dude. This will be quite a challenge, with each day lasting as long as 29.5 Earth days, someone called Bernard Hoofenbach says. But having established a working time system for the moon will allow us to go do the same for other planetary destinations. You know, all those other planets we go to.
So we're going to go to other planets that aren't even in our fucking galaxy.
Let's worry about getting to the planet before we come up with a time zone.
And so how's it going to go around the sun? Like, what is your number? It's just so dumb. The whole thing's dumb.
That dumb is the word. Grease is the word, and dumb is also the word. So here's a guy who had a relationship with a mummy. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to give you
I don't even know what that means, Johnny.
She is like my spiritual girlfriend. Peru police find pre-Hispanic mummy in ex-delivery man's bag. Brace yourselves. This story is beyond bizarre. Police in Peru have seized a mummified human believed to be between 600 and 800 years old from a former 26-year-old food delivery man.
He just wanted to turn into a blow-up doll.
Check this guy out, dude. That's how desperate this dude is. Look at this dude.
Oh,
this
yeah, that guy looks like he'd love to hump anything. Like, that guy would make love to the rocks behind there.
He's got it in his, like, Amazon. You know those big Amazon bags that they carry around? Those delivery bags? He's got it. He just carried it around in that, dude.
Where did he find it?
I have no effing idea. Let's see if this explains it.
Hey, man, what do you got in there? Nothing, dude.
What a strange story. I take care of her. I maintain her. She is like my spiritual girlfriend. Police in Peru have seized a mummified human from a former delivery man who claims to have had it in his possession for 3 decades.
What?
The mummy, estimated to be between 600 and 800 years old, was found in an isothermal bag.
Him.
He took care of it.
Yeah. How many women would love to have some guy taking care of you for 3 decades?
The man who named the mummy Juanita and claims it is his spiritual girlfriend has been detained by police. Naturally, this man's a little mentally disabled.
I mean, dude, we're just hearing more and more stories of dudes who just don't want to put up with chick shit.
Yeah.
So they're just marrying weird stuff.
What happens when, the AI is you can put a AI brain in a flesh bot. What are they called? Flesh dolls? Real dolls? Put an AI brain in a real doll.
Oh my, it's over. It's over.
Done.
Stick a fork in it, ladies. You're done. You're buying your own fucking lattes.
You missed your chance, ladies, to milk us.
Yeah, the world's coming to an end. I'm glad I'm old.
This is from CNN. woman missing more than 30 years and thought to be dead was found living in a Puerto Rico nursing home.
What?
Wild, right? A Pennsylvania woman who disappeared more than 30 years ago was believed to be dead by her family. She was recently found living in a nursing home in Puerto Rico. Her family and police said at a news conference Thursday. Patricia Copta, 83. I thought that was David Copperfield's last name, something like that.
I mean, this is the greatest game of hide and go seek of all time,
really is.
right? 30 years.
Was last seen in Pittsburgh in the summer of 1992, according to a missing person flyer from the Pennsylvania Emergency Response Center. Her husband, Bob Copta, reported her missing a few months later in the fall. Waited a few months to report her missing?
Taking time.
Something weird going on there.
Yeah.
At the time, he advised authorities that it wasn't uncommon for his wife to, quote, drop out of sight for short periods. That was a weird relationship.
That is a weird relationship.
I come home one night and she's gone and nobody knows where she was at, Copta said in a police news conference. Police said that they were first informed about the discovery of the missing woman when an agent from the International Crime Police Organization, Interpol, and a social worker from Puerto Rico contacted them last year saying they believe Patricia was living in an adult care home in Puerto Rico. When they, what they reported to us was that she came into their care in 1999 when she was found in need in the streets of Puerto Rico. Maybe she's like mentally challenged somehow.
She's been at this center since 1999.
Yeah.
God dang.
She refused to ever discuss her private life or where she came from with the people there. She had a history of mental health issues.
Yeah, of course.
She was a well-known street preacher. That's another turn to the story. She's a street preacher, according to the missing person.
Do you think
file.
if Jesus came around, they'd do this to him? If Jesus was in Puerto Rico,
Just shuffle him off to
they'd put him in a
old age home or something?
mental facility?
Could be, dude. I mean, maybe. She knew she had a mental health history, and she had made statements to other family individuals that she was leaving, that she was concerned that she was going to be placed in a care facility here in the United States. So that's why she left for Puerto Rico. She didn't want to get committed.
Oh, so that changes the whole story.
Her husband said that his wife had talked about wanting to go to Puerto Rico to live in a tropical environment. I even advertised in the paper down in Puerto Rico looking for her, the guy said. Patricia and Bob were married for 20 years before she went missing.
Oh, my God.
DNA testing.
Hold on. So
that
meant they got married around 20.
79, they would have been married, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Let's see if this is, of course, we're going to get an ad for a video that's probably about 5 minutes long. What is this even advertising?
I don't even know. Like
Aramco?
Oh, no, here we go.
It's one of these things that you don't know what it is.
We maintain real-time visibility of the complete hydrocarbon supply chain to provide energy worldwide with a 99.8% delivery record. Discover how we are a reliable supplier to the world. Aramco, powered by How.
It's a missing persons case that sat unsolved inside Ross Township Police for over 30 years.
I come home one night and she's gone, and nobody knew where she was at.
Bob Copta struggles to talk about the journey to search for his missing wife, Patricia Copta. He says she had some mental health issues and talked about wanting to go to Puerto Rico where it was warm.
It's been going on for 31, almost 31 years, and it's been bad. I had it cost me a lot of money. I even put advertised in the paper down in Puerto Rico looking for her.
While none of that worked, she was right where he thought she might be.
We were contacted by some individuals, an agent from Interpol, as well as a social worker from Puerto Rico that believed that they had her at an adult care home there in Puerto Rico. What they reported to us was that she came into their care in 1999, where she was found in need in the streets of Puerto Rico, where she had been wandering around.
Because she's a chick, they got to take care of her. If it was a guy, he'd rot on the fucking, he would rot.
Forget about it.
He would rot.
He would be screwed. Here's something from something called Alkpop. I don't know what that is, but the story is funny. A Japanese housewife loses her life savings to a man pretending to be a K-pop idol. Recently, a story about a Japanese housewife who lost all her money because of a fake K-pop idol is garnering much attention. According to reports, the housewife spent her entire life savings on a man who pretended to be a Korean and underground K-pop idol. On March 5th, Japanese media giant Gendai Business That's a nice one. Revealed a story of a housewife aged 44 who was deceived by a man and spent 2.5 million Japanese yen. That's about 18,000 US dollars on him.
Man, your life saving. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean that's rough. In Japan, there are about 10,000 idols who are active as quote underground idols. In the case of male idols, they're called menchika.
Are we talking like singing idols or like spiritual idols?
She claimed that it all started with music. Yeah, when I received a flyer for a performance, I was excited to see the words "Come see the performance" by a member who looks like a Korean idol. This woman, we're going to identify as A, went to see a man we're going to identify as B weekly and spent about $294 per visit on tickets. She competed with other women and spent a lot of money every week to go on dates with B. He sounds like a gigolo after 6 months. However, it turned out B, the man, was actually a Japanese person who spoke fluent Korean. And housewife A shared that the moment I found out the truth, I felt dumb. Wait, why does it matter if he's Korean or Japanese?
Well, to the Asians, it matters.
So they can't tell the difference either. Nice.
Hey,
got him. Roasted
Johnny.
Roasted the Japanese.
All right.
All right. This is a good one.
What?
This is from MSN. Student handed over to Delhi police after allegedly urinating on American
police? Like the bologna and salami police?
No, like in India. Delhi. After allegedly urinating on American Airlines passenger. An Indian student has been arrested after urinating on himself and a fellow passenger while inebriated on an American Airlines flight from New York to Delhi. The traveler reportedly pissed while asleep after becoming unruly with crew members.
Hold on. He was sleeping, passed out, and peed, and they arrested him?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Do you feel like that's an arrestable offense?
I don't know. American Airlines Flight 292 with service from JFK to Indira Gandhi International Airport was met by local law enforcement upon arrival in Delhi due to a disruptive customer. Upon arrival, the man named Purser is the stewardess or the steward, informed that the passenger was heavily intoxicated and was not adhering to crew instructions. He was repeatedly arguing with the operating crew and was not willing to be seated and continuously endangered the safety of the crew and the aircraft. And after disturbing fellow passengers, finally urinated on the passenger seated in 15G.
So did he do it?
They didn't mention him being asleep other than that one thing.
Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, you know, you got to go,
asshole. Oh, no, okay, here
Johnny,
it is.
I got to be honest with you. I can't fly anymore. I can't take these people that can't wait to get off the plane. And it's all young people, and no one's teaching.
I thought you said it was Asians that couldn't wait to get off the plane.
Well, this one was an Asian, and one was a African-American. One was black. And they couldn't wait to get off the plane.
Past you? Well, they have a connection or something.
Well, then say that, which I have no problems letting you through.
Just ask. It's like people want to get in traffic, you know?
Yeah.
Wave at me at least. Look at me. Don't do that thing where you try to force your car into mine.
I hate that
just wave at me. Give me a look. Give me a wink.
Everybody. I got to
Something
go, Johnny.
All right, well, I just got this video I wanted you to look at here. It's real quick. So,
people, you don't understand. I got to be up in 6 hours to go do another podcast.
Oh, what podcast you got in the morning?
I got Conspiracy Social Club.
And you got...
Cash Daddies.
Cash Daddies. We have a guest?
Yep.
Who is it? You don't know?
It's one of fucking...
Oh, Howie's got somebody? Okay. This is an interesting take from a gay man here, and I'm interested in your thoughts.
One, I have to acknowledge, is increasing tolerance.
Oh, hold on, let me restart this.
It has to be because of two things. One, I have to acknowledge, is increasing tolerance.
He's talking about the reasons that LGBT youth identification has doubled.
When I was in high school, I never would have been open about the fact that I was gay because people dropped faggot like every other word in a sentence. People don't do that anymore in most cases, so of course more people are going to identify. But we can't pretend that's all that's going on. We've also made it cool and trendy to be part of the LGBTQIA2+ umbrella, and we've added identities to it that, like sapiosexual, which literally just means being attracted to intelligence, or non-binary, that require nothing. They require no actual commitment or aspect of you, no transition. So of course more people will hop on the train.
What do you think about that?
I think he's right. I think there's a lot of things that he's saying there that is correct. And I think what they've done, it's very interesting Johnny, for the first time, I think ever, the youth have decided that corporate stuff is cool.
What do you mean by that? What corporate stuff?
Like there was always like this kind of thing like, hey man, you don't want to be a part of the man.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the man stuff. And the man now is like this corporate pushed gay, queer, gender stuff. It's being pushed by corporations.
They're doing sneaky though. They aren't. It's
and
not
politicians and the power structure at the top is pushing it. And for the first time ever, kids are embracing it. Whereas before, there was this outlaw underground stuff that kids wanted to do that their parents never understood.
That's and you're also seeing kids that might have been gay being told that they're in the wrong body now. You know what I mean?
An adult who does that is disgusting.
Because think about those,
and
all the
people
changes.
don't understand that. It's not that, like, most people are like, there's always going to be crazy people on the right that are going to say dumb shit that pisses that, and they mostly do that to cause more chaos, right? But most people just say live and let live, leave the kids alone. And
leave those kids alone.
I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. Most of the people that are pushing this kind of sexualization of children are all like crying about male toxicity, male sexual harassment, microaggressions of sexual harassment. And then on top of that, they're all in fucking therapy. They're all in therapy, mostly from childhood trauma. A lot of it's sexual trauma. And they're pushing this sexualization of children. You couldn't be more of a fucking hypocrite if you tried.
Yeah. And think about all the changes in your body at puberty. You're naturally, especially girls, they're not gonna. They're gonna feel like weird in their bodies, and then they're gonna tell them. They're gonna tell them.
That was introduced to pornography way too early. Not from my parents either. It was just given to me from around it. It was just a piece of shits putting it out so they knew kids would find it. Sexual activity very early, okay, very early, and then getting touched by a guy that was later convicted of pedophilia.
Is that your doctor?
No. Well, my doctor fingered my beehole, which you are trying to say it was a medical procedure.
Well, if you were constipated, it could have been.
It wasn't. I wasn't constipated.
What were you getting checked for?
A checkup.
I mean, that's weird. If it was just
and then I had Larry Watts feel me up when I got out of the shower. Okay.
Fuck you, Larry Watts.
Yeah. So, as somebody that has happened to, and I've had real problems with sex addiction, okay? And these people know this. The trauma that comes with sexualizing children. And that they're pushing this stuff.
But then when you hit puberty too, your body, especially girls, their bodies change rapidly. And I mean, everybody who goes through puberty feels uncomfortable in their bodies. And now they're told, oh, wait, no, maybe you're in the wrong body. You know, because you're sprouting boobs and having these emotions, super hormonal, and nobody's getting the chance to grow through
drag
it. You know,
shows.
grow out
go
of it.
See these all ages drag shows, Johnny.
Well, how much of that's just cross-dressing?
It's always white women.
What you mean that are the people paying to be there?
And with the kids, it's always white women. And if you study everything, the women ages like 16 to like 35, more money is spent on them than any other group, any other demographic. And there's more white women than any other demographic in America. So they are the largest and the most pampered out of any demographic in America. And because of this, they have real guilt about how easy their life is.
Look at some of this shit, dude.
Like, look at this. Look at it. Yeah! I don't understand why this is accepted.
What is happening? I just can't imagine.
And now you have all these people on the internet, defending drag shows simply because the right is pushing this.
If it was women doing this, it wouldn't be okay.
No, that's the whole
clothes.
thing.
I mean,
it's not about gay. It's about adults doing sexual stuff in front of children.
with almost no clothes on or skin
I
tight
can't
stuff.
watch this anymore. Turn it off.
It's infuriating. All right, well, here's our last story. That's good.
Johnny,
It's
I
it's like
gotta
20
go. I have
seconds.
to get
It's a
up in the
20-second
morning.
story. It's 20 seconds. A guy who survived on Heinz ketchup at sea
Yeah.
for a month. This guy was lost at sea for a month. They're giving him a boat. Isn't that nice? He ate Heinz ketchup for a month, and they're giving him a boat.
Yeah, that's like, hey, lady who was kidnapped in a basement for 30 years.
Boats are expensive.
Here's your own basement.
Boats are expensive.
I never want to be on a boat again after I've been stuck at sea.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I got you.
How about giving me a condo and a high rise? How about as far away from the ocean as possible? Johnny, stop that.
Oh, it's over. Oh, you guys say bye now. Say bye to everybody.
Guys, go to samtony.com for all of your
He locks right
needs. Now, guys, listen to me. We really need you guys to leave 5-star reviews. You guys have been
Please.
doing it. We'll read it on the next one for sure. It helps the algorithm, helps the show stay in the top 200, which will help it grow. It's a big honor. Without you guys, we'd be just talking to yourself. I love you very much.
Download the show too. That helps. If you're not going to listen to it, download it and listen to it later.
Love
that
you
helps
guys.
the numbers.
Bye.
Pick up your guitar, sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city